one step after the other. You can do this. Believe in yourself.
Good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to the True Media Show. I'm your host, Hinano. Thank you for joining us this day, because today we decided to just go live. I was telling Dee, should we go to the beach? Should we go do something else? But our daughter is a little bit sick, so we are homebound. And so we decided, let's go cover the latest news coming out of Candy Digital right here. Guys, they have one last feedback push before the migration ends. But before we even talk about that, Dee, how are you?
I'm good. Good morning. Yes, so 11:30 about ish, and yeah, I actually haven't read that article, so I am ready to listen to you, your voice, your radio voice, read it to us line by line, and just pick it apart before tomorrow/Tuesday-ish, right? Those are the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I remember them saying that the 8th was the push, but it could be the 9th or the 10th, and so kind of give them some wiggle room. So I'm not even counting on tomorrow to be the day, but if it is, hey, surprise and delight, as they like to say, right? But what I really like what they're doing here is they're taking their time before they actually mint onto Solana to make sure that they get all the metadata right prior to minting. I remember Tad saying this in the previous space that he did with Mainzy about this, and so I like this, and we kind of have an idea of what they're asking for. So here's an example of what they're asking us to do, is to pay attention to the attributes of your items that are on Candy Digital and give them feedback in terms of the information here. So that's what this article is about. So we're going to kind of get into that. We'll also talk a little bit of what happened this weekend on the Doodles / ElmonX / Vivi drop that happened. Shout out to everyone that went for that drop, and if you were able to land one, let's go. We're all smiling from ear to ear. And then we'll take a look at the latest news of Pokemon, and then we'll take a look at some community shout outs. There's something that came out of X today as advertising for one of those new all-in-one apps that the community members are building. So I can't wait to get into any of that. Like I said, guys, today was kind of an impromptu stream. We were actually supposed to do something today, but because of circumstance, we're here. As I think we were going to try to do this stream tomorrow, but why not today? So let's go. I see some people that are in the chat. Let me get the chat going here. I didn't even get that ready, guys. Look at that.
We see the people.
Rusty, what is up? Ronnie Lido, the man, the myth, the legend is here, right here. Ronnie, got you. I was gonna put the record up, and I'm like, I just didn't want to hang it on the wall. I didn't want to do anything to it, and I gotta find something to like hang it on the wall with. I just don't want to I don't want to ruin that thing. It's just really cool. But good to see you, Ronnie. Thanks for joining us today, guys. But Dee, before we get started into this article, is there anything that you want to discuss before we get into this?
We'll also be sharing. I have some stuff that I'm gonna share later on towards the end of the show, and something that it's been I guess a hot topic around the digital space as of late, yesterday and a couple days prior. So yeah, I'll be sharing some of our versions of these things that we'll be discussing a little bit later. Oh gosh, my name is eating me. Okay.
Your name is eating. Yo, pause. What? My name is eating me.
My name thing. I was like this. I'm like Mr. Wilson.
Let's say hi to the fan. What is up? good to see you. Let's go. We
Let's
got a beast in the
go.
house. I love it.
Beast,
How you
beast
doing
mode.
today? What's up with you? Let us know down in the chats below. We also got the Goat Slayer. What's up, Goat Slayer? Hey,
Slayer of all
Dino.
goats.
How many sticker packs did you get? Well, we didn't get any sticker packs. We'll talk about that at the end of the program. We are going to cover a little bit of what happened with Stickerverse and also what Digitoys may be teasing on that front as well, because it looks like a bunch of projects are getting into the sticker economy. Now, guys, just to kind of talk about it, even though we were looking at Solana right here, I was a part of the TON TG sticker craze about, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago. I believe Azuki was there. I think Doodles was there as well as Pudgy, but Pudgy is kind of what brought me over there. And it was cool, but I kind of left it because I'm not a fan of Telegram. So I didn't really get any packs, but and I also kind of saw what was going on throughout the wire yesterday. So good luck and congrats to everyone that were able to land. And I'm very sorry for the people that were not able to land because of some of the gaps in communication. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's see, Ronnie, anything that makes you happy with how you want to show it off man, I don't want to touch it. The thing is so cool. Like, I don't know how you figured that out, but that's like one of my favorite albums from Thin Lizzy right there. I don't know if it was like an ESP thing, but yeah, I don't want to damage it at all. Like, the kids aren't even allowed to look at it.
ESP for sure.
The stool I've wanted to try for a while. Man, chairs are the most underrated things that we use the most. I'm cartoonizing it. Nice. Smart Buy is in the house. What's up, Smart Buy? Good
What's
to
up,
see
Smart
you.
Buy?
Incorrigible Goat Slayer. I got screwed out of the Mio drop because some people got multiples and then sold some. Burning 3D coders. Got you. They don't want the community to have it. You know, what they call that? Some people just don't want us to be great. I completely understand, and that is for a lot of spectrums in this place. But it's okay. We roll with the punches, right, Goat Slayer? Just got to keep on moving. Me and D collabed in the info. Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that a little bit later. But let's talk about this. Solana and Candy, one last feedback push before the migration, guys. Let's see what Candy is asking us to do here. It says right here, we told you the community was going to play a major role in this new era of Candy. Now here's your chance to help us make the new site experience even better before we complete the next major migration milestones. Candy's new site is live, migration is underway, and fans are already getting a closer look at their assets as they move toward Solana. Over the past few days, we've received a valuable community feedback while the team continues refining the site's experience, reviewing asset details, and cleaning up the pieces that matter the most to their active fans. Now, this is something of an example of what they're doing here and what they're kind of asking us to take a look at as well. And I know there's been a lot of feedback, and we'll take a look at the feedback because we'll take a look at the comments. Some people aren't happy because I think the legendary tag got taken off. I never noticed that, so I got to take a look at that. But what I did notice yesterday is in the keyword section that's not really being shown here, it really has a lot of the information of the entire asset in that specific section right there. I was taking a look at my my Genesis cowl that I minted, which is, and I keep forgetting it's a lantern green cowl. At the first time when I minted that cowl, I was very frustrated with the color D. I remember telling you, I'm like, what is this? It's green. And I think someone, maybe it was you, was like, you mean like Green Lantern? I'm like, oh, you're right, you know. And then you go look at the attributes, and there it was. So I think D was the one that pointed out that it was a lantern green cowl. So that turned my frown upside down very quickly. So,
shout out D.
Shout out D. Anyways, back to the article. Now we're asking for one last push from the community. As you explore the new site, please take a closer look at your collection. Test the new features and let us know if anything looks off, feels confusing, or needs another pass before migration is completed. Fans can submit feedback directly to fanhelp@candy.io, and I hear that has been very helpful. This little fan-help desk portal right here. Anything that you need, get answered. Any feedback you have, go hit them up right over here on the fan help. And it's been very helpful for them to accumulate data for this cause. They also say, please send any final feedback by Monday. That's tomorrow. So we got one last ditch effort. So it's a good thing we're covering this right now, D, since tomorrow is the last day. We want fans to check. What we want fans to check, excuse me, The main area we want fans to review is the new View Details page. This page gives fans a closer look at each asset, including decentralized images, videos, metadata, player attributes, on-chain serial numbers, edition size information, and migration status when applicable. So what they're talking about, let's go to my page right here. I gotta log in, so let's run the show while I log in, D.
Yep. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. We're learning new stuff. If you haven't put in your feedback and you have a suggestion or something you saw or maybe you want them to implement, please do so by tomorrow. And I'm sure they'll do their best to implement it. If not right away, then maybe in the future they can use that data to make the website better for the user to be able to go there and see what they want, how they want to show off their items, their collectibles on the platform. And it's because I saw on the timeline that someone had suggested to putting the attributes and stuff for the comics, and they did. So they do listen to the community as much as they can and implement it when they should. So I think that's an awesome thing that to get your community engaged, to make everything better.
100%. Goat Slayer says, I'm going to be a paper hand machine on Candy until DC stuff drops again. Full degen. So, Goat Slayer, you got any cowls and how much? You going to give a deal? Let me know. Let me know how much you're going to sell your cowls for. I would love to know. I'm hoping to get a few back. Oh, you haven't gotten any yet. Okay. I'm going to be paper hand machine on Candy. Okay. So maybe you're going to get some funds so you can buy a cowl. So, but yeah. So, guys, this is what they're asking for right here is this specific page to kind of take a look at it and give feedback in terms of how you like the look and feel. Is something missing? I do notice that, and I don't know where it was before, but I could have sworn it said legendary on here at one time. You remember that, D?
Yeah, I believe so.
Did that got disappeared, or maybe they're just in process? I don't know, but
has it migrated over yet?
Maybe no, but yeah, it was a tease, right? But anyways, needless to say, I have not gone through the whole feedback motion myself. So luckily today we'll have a chance to do this, probably either on stream or after. But that's what they're looking for right here, guys. They want feedback from those main areas. Yeah. The Candy community knows these assets better than anyone. If something needs a closer look, we want to know. And that's what I love about this. That's what makes this count, is them coming back and going to us and asking us, right? Or should I say the active fans? Because I'm going to say it again. D and I have not been in the trenches enough as the Bat Cow, DC3, and MLB guys. They have been in the trenches. If anything, we're kind of like... what is that? The little lighthouse up above. So yes. Consider us that. But anyways, do that, guys, and take a look as this says right here in the article. But let's continue with the article. What we've already heard from the fans, we've already received a lot of helpful feedback from fans, and it is making a difference. Some feedback has already helped us identify issues, improve parts of the site experience, and surface ideas for future updates. A few examples of the feedback we've already received and acted on include restoring missing images and videos by locating affected media, fixing display issues, and unloading recovered assets to decentralized storages on Arweave. Another thing that they improved was the asset metadata and attributes by adding missing data, cleaning up rarity and badge details, and standardizing the metadata structure that will be uploaded to Arweave and attached to the Solana tokens. Making the collection experience clear and easier to review with improvements across gallery view, quick view, and view details so fans can better inspect their assets during the migration. And then finally, fixing signups, sign-ins, and MFA issues while continuing to make UI refinements based on the fan reports, support threads, and community feedbacks. Now, guys, if you guys are also having issues getting into the site, I highly suggest you use the app Authy. That's AUTHY. I never have an issue. I've showed you guys how to use it before. It's super simple. There's a plus button on that app. You just sign the QR code to Candy. You're done. Boom. Very simple. Whenever you log into Candy's going to be asking you for a 2FA code. You go straight to that app. You go right to the save profile of Candy, and you're going to see that there. And it's going to tell you how long that code is valid for. Now, it counts down. If by some chance, when it counts down, like say 20 to 15 seconds, and you have an invalid entry when you're trying to enter the Candy, do not freak out. Just wait. The Authy app will reset and give you another code. I think people are getting confused by that because some people are probably going through the motions, getting to that authentication app. And by the time they get there, the countdown is like maybe 10, 15 seconds. I know that is a little bit of a learning curve, but I think just a little bit patience on that, you guys will get in. I hope you guys understood what I just said there. So did that make sense to you, D?
Yeah, it makes sense to me, but I think people will probably understand more once they use it. Yeah. So it's if you're on your mobile, it's a lot easier to toggle back and forth, at least in my experience. But yeah, if you don't get it by the time it counts down, it'll give you a new one, and you just have to put in the new code and just be patient with yourself, and it'll work.
Let me give you an example. I'll pull up my Authy app right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, right here. Gosh.
Yeah, and I found that that's also the best that I've used. That's the best 2FA authentication.
So that's what it looks like right there.
I use yours for.
Yeah. So.
Okay, didn't have your name on it, right? DRKINON.
Okay. Oh, it's got that doesn't matter. There's an email attached that I don't really care about. So.
Okay.
It's all good. Yeah, at this point, whatever. All right, moving on. We are also aware of a few items that still need attention, including cases where returning from a view detail page may reset gallery filters, and where search can feel too strict because it currently focuses on exact name matching. That is why we are asking for one more round of feedback before the next major migration milestones. Fans are helping us spot the details that matter, and we appreciate it. Migration is still moving forward. Candy is now targeting on or around June 11th for the next major migration milestone. So not tomorrow, June 11th. And Tad has alluded to this in a few of his interviews already. So this is nothing new, because I know people be like, oh, they didn't migrate on June 8th. I'm like, no, they said exactly what they're doing. That's the date they're aiming for, but they're giving themselves some wiggle room. And I think we can give them a little bit of wiggle room, because we've been waiting, almost 4 or 5 months for the lights to turn back on. And dare I say this, D, because I've been in the communication industry for almost 2 decades, going on 3. And what really blows my mind is, I said this in our interview, this guy Tad tweets, shows up on CT and says he's the new CEO of Candy Digital. Next thing you know, there's all this hype around Candy Digital. We see him with pictures of all these people like Raul Pal and Real Vision, and now the lights are on. Brand new website's great, by the way, guys. Phenomenal. I have nothing bad to say about it. And I've been trying to find something bad about it, because I'm in networking, and that's what I like to do. And I just love it. It's great. I love the resources in there. I love that there's history with the blogs in there. I love it all. So when it comes to you guys needing a few more days to wait, I can wait, because we've been waiting way long enough already in terms of being in the dark. What's an extra 2 or 3 days, guys, for self-custody? So we waited this long. How many years?
Right. And like, let's be realistic. It's freaking Web3. I mean, you can say you want this to happen at this time on this day, but realistically, it may not happen. So we should be used to it already.
Yeah.
Even though we're still early, as we like to say. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Don't hold someone's word to it. Like they said, yeah, come on.
Well, like you said it yourself, right? It's Web3, so it's going to happen that way anyway. But again, fast tracking. Like we went from like darkness to we have a full-fledged website, right? Like this thing is popping, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we got drops coming this month. Like they went from
I'm excited.
They went from no communication to like we have a lot of communication, blog articles weekly. We have a front-facing CEO. We've got this beautiful sea all wrapped up right here. You're converting a comic guy into a baseball guy. I'm actually okay. Okay. So back in December, I gave up. I didn't give up collecting comic books. I just took a break so I could learn the Pokemon TCG thing because I didn't know nothing about Pokemon and TCG. And I'm happy to say, at least now I'm green. I'm green around the gills at least. And so now I'm doing the same thing with baseball because if I'm going to get into something and start collecting something, I need to understand the culture. So I'm getting into that, and it's exciting because like I was looking at some of the collectibles you had, D, as well as some of the ones that were being shown, and these
Mm-hmm.
collectibles look great.
Mm-hmm.
The effects look great. I love them all. So I'm getting very excited for this kind of stuff. But again,
Yeah.
I've been in networking for 25 years, and to see something like this fast track so fast, because like look how long we've been waiting for this stuff, right? Full
Yeah.
custody, and a direction, right? Like this happened really quick, and I can only imagine they're moving fast so they can keep up with everyone else that's already moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, but again, there has to be a shout out right here when it comes to this team, and it's a lean team, right? Like this is what Tad was saying. His cost structure is very low, smart.
Yeah.
But for them to kind of like turn around, turn the lights back on, have a full-fledged website, get full custody, asking us about full custody, and we are going to get custody, guys, because they're literally there's a status bar right here that literally shows us. Whoa, oops, that's cool.
Uh-oh.
I was going to play a video that shows us what's happening
Oh.
here, right? Yeah. So like, it's exciting. Anyways, I get too excited. Any feedback you want to give to this before we continue on with the article, D?
No, well, okay, yes. I actually don't have any I haven't had any issues either when I've been on the site. Everything's not 100% fully migrated, so I'm just waiting to see the status bar get completed, and then from there, I guess we can yeah, check it out more and see if anything needs I guess what's when you push something through, and if there's feedback, and you can go back and not fix it, but I guess update it, update
Okay,
as
I'm gonna prove something that works right off the bat. Right, this is a search bar. Let me type in the bat cowl. Whoa,
you get
guys, it
back
worked.
calls.
Just, the whole joke of the meme of this whole space, right? You don't work in the search bar, right?
Search bar
Well,
doesn't
I'm gonna tell
work.
you, the search bar at the old candy site wasn't the greatest in the old market, so it works really good now. Anyways, that was a bad joke. Continuing on,
Ah.
we have people here. Let's say hi. Incorrigible Gold Slayer. Ha 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 ha. No, I'm picking up all DC stuff. Everything else will get paper handed. I got you. Got you. So, like, let us know. Do you own a bat cowl, or are you just trying to go for the comic books? Now, there's some really good comic books they dropped here. There's even the very first DC animated comic book they dropped here, which is Action Comics 1051. I'll show you the cover after, but it's like the old Golden Age Superman punching out. Who's he punching out? I can't remember who it was. I gotta go look. But anyways, collector's gone. Digital is in the house, and he loves the C right here. Yeah, this is really good right here, Josh. And I know you're an appreciative on development and visuals and stylizing and all that. And they hit it out of the park with this. I really enjoyed that. I hear the co-producer just woke up, so D will be muted for a bit. But we got Sleepin' Comics in the house. What's up, Sleepin'? It's been a while. Good to see you, man. How you been? I know you're still buying comics. That's the thing I love about Sleepin'. Like last time I remember he was in a space, and I actually took your advice, Sleepin'. I started buying really cheap comics, and I'm glad I bought cheap, like common comics, because I've been able to flip it now to like buy certain things like in the market, like today's drop. I was really stoked about the Emma Frost, but I did not get the ultra rare. So, luckily the Sleepin' Comics, method. I had some cheap commons I bought a while back, flipped them today, and I got my UR Emma Frost. Good to see you, Sleepin'. And that was because of you. Let's go. Joshy. What's up, man? We're going to be talking about you a little bit later in the program because we got some community shout outs that we're going to be doing a little bit later. But thanks for joining us, Josh. Always a pleasure seeing you, man. And I can't wait to hang out with you guys in Decon this year. Let's go. Just chilling, hanging out. Yep, that's right. Working and watching. Aren't we all, man? That's what we're always doing, aren't we? I think D was in a space with JE's guys at like what 2 in the morning, and I was working, just finishing up some
That was
stuff.
freaking hilarious. I
So,
swear, the conversations we have in that space.
yeah, sleeping working search bar must be $1 billion.
Must be, eh?
Hey, sleeping. Wait a minute though. Here, wait, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna. Here we go. Where is it? What? Let's go here. Check
Live
this out.
search.
Where is it? True Media. I don't know if we have a search bar. Do we have a search bar? We don't. Damn. I was gonna say I think we have a working search bar too, but we don't have a search bar. Shucks. But that's okay. We don't have a search bar, but you can still at least everything's clickable in here at least. All right.
Everything is clickable.
Yeah.
And it takes you one click, one-stop shop.
I was like, man, did Raven okay, Raven, we need a search bar, Raven. We need to dev a search bar in. There we go. We're not $1 billion company yet. That's funny. Parzival. What's up, Parzival? Let's go. Good to see you, Parzival. We got She-Woman in the house. Hola. What's up, She-Woman? Shook. What is up, Shook? Let's go. Hey, look at that. Vivi Rank has a bar. Look at that. Vivi Rank has a bar. We need a bar.
Go sleeping.
All right. I'm going to dev a bar. I don't think we need a bar, though. Do we need a bar?
Wait, Vivi Rank has a bar. We have a bar, too, here in our house. We have a bar. A working bar.
Stop it. Yeah.
I searched just fine for things in our bar.
Yeah, here we go. If we have a contact us, you can contact us. Right? That works great. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about.
I'll get your email.
Oh, there we go. All right. Back to the article, guys. Let's get back to the article. We are losing ourselves here, our composure. Migration is still moving forward. Candy is now targeting on or around, we're repeating this, June 11th for the next major migration milestone. We are making this adjustment for a few reasons. The speed of the Solana blockchain remains a variable as assets continue to move through the final stages of migration. We want to give fans one final window to review their assets and share feedback. And we are using the extra time to continue reviewing metadata and marketplace readiness before opening secondary market activity. This is not about slowing down the process. It's about making sure the next step is as clean, clear, and ready as possible for fans. Help us make Candy better. We're asking fans for one final round of feedback before the next major migration milestone. If something looks incorrect, confusing, or incomplete, please let us know by emailing fan-help@candy.io before Monday, which is tomorrow, at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time, excuse me. The new site is live, migration is underway, and the next major milestone is now targeted for on or around June 11th, guys. So that's it. That's the update from Candy Digital. They want you to take a look at the attributes. They want you to take a look at your profile right here, specifically how you like the metadata laid out right here on the description page, and give them the feedback. They really want your feedback, guys. And speaking of feedback, let's go and take a look at what the community is saying right here. We got Javier. Shout out to Javier. He's always got insightful information for the community. He's always doing his homework. And this is what I love, D. I love people that actually read and do their homework. And this guy is top
reading
notch.
Is fundamental.
Super fundamental. Some UI ideas for Candy Digital. 1, engrave edition numbers onto comic covers, embossed on the corner as an example. Number 2, make comic covers 3D. Examine, rotate, zoom as attributes. And then 3, equip the cowls. When equipped, you get additional heads-up display with analytics of your comics, lower 4 percentage editions, view ownership history, etc. These are awesome ideas, by the way, Javier. And that's what I love about this guy. He always is forward-thinking and outside of the box thinking. He's not done, though, guys. Number 4, landing page gives AI summary of your collection if your cowl is equipped. That's pretty cool. Number 5, public bat cave to display your items. Oh, like a hub, right, where all the bat cowls can kind of culminate and go together. That would be really cool. Bat computer AI search if cowl equipped. That would be really nuts. If you could like equip a bat computer to an AI agent, like the agent that's curating the the collection on Metaplex or something of that sort. That would be dope. Number 8, collect a reputation score based on collecting behavior. So what do you mean by that? Like holding, like, you know, like the reputation score will based on if you hold, sell. Oh, I've got a good idea for these guys. We need to put it into the fan help. You know what I want, D? I want to let's see. No need, read now. AI does everything. Yeah, man, I'm old school. I'm reading. That's what I'm doing right here. And I'm glad that you're here listening to me. Or did you use the AI? Don't lie, man. But back to my idea about what I think would be really cool feedback. I would love for them to implement some type of rule of attrition whenever you open your comic books, right? Like right now, like here's a great example. Let's go to a comic book, right? Let's go to this is a pin. We don't want this one. Let's go to we'll go to this one right here. Okay, this is a comic book. All right, full page. All right, it would be really cool if by some chance, if I hit view comic page, right, and then the pages start to populate as soon as it loads. It may or may not load. We'll have to see. I think this one I had trouble loading, but there was a Supergirl one that I tried the loading up, and I don't want to load certain comics because DC's, they're sticklers. Like if their IP is shown on a live stream for a very long amount of time, they're gonna slap you with something. We figured that out when we were reviewing Peacemaker last year. I had like some type of advertisement on the screen for like a minute. That's not downloading. Let me go to one of the books that I did open, and I know
why isn't it working, Hinano?
I don't know.
I thought it would be working.
Well, we did not migrate yet, so that could be that could be a thing, but I don't know. I'm not the dev. I'm not gonna lie here. I have no idea. So
Ooh, Gal Gadot. That's a nice view.
Oh, where is it? No, it's Woman of Tomorrow. That's the one. That's the book that the new Supergirl movie is loosely based off of. Woman of Tomorrow. Right? Yeah, here we go. All right. Come on, DC. Don't take me out here. But yeah, this opened up yesterday. Doesn't want to open up today. But all right. There we go. Okay, well, anyways, if you did that like I just did now, you would ruin your comic book. And the reason why I'm saying that, and let me get out of here, you would ruin your comic book because once you open that, it should display in the metadata the comic book has been opened. And by the comic book being open, that is a way that you can label it as an attrition that, okay, now that I've opened, a percentage of the value of it went down because you opened it, right? So you can simulate attrition, as in, like, you know, back in the day when we used to collect comic books, if you didn't bag and board it and kept it nice and pristine, well, obviously you're not going to get a good grade, right? I mean, before we used to roll that thing and put it in the back of our pockets, right? So just by reading the book itself and putting your smudgy fingers on it, it loses value. Hence, we have a rule of attrition. That would be so cool if they did that. And because we have stop it. Come on.
What's
Come on.
Matches, are you trolling?
Hey, I opened the other one though. I proved that some of this does work. But again, back to what I'm saying about opening the books. It would be really cool if we open these books and then it loses some type of value. And then that would incentivize people not to open their books, right? That would be really cool. I'm gonna put that into the feedback button.
Yes, put in the feedback. So then that would make you have to like buy 2 or 3 copies, right?
That's right. You know what I mean? And we don't know how the mechanics will be for the storefront, right? I don't want to say drops, but that would be a really cool thing that I would like to see implemented, is some type of rule of attrition in that front right there. But yeah, really awesome feedback from Javier right here. Is that all? Was it only Javier? Who else? Let's see who else was the talk of the town. We got Meat Angel here. You get a feedback, and you get a feedback, and so do you guys. Everyone gets a feedback. Let's go. That rule is how I got my wife. I just keep asking her out until she gave in. Man. Man, you're a funny dude, Sleeping. I like you, dude. Thank you for the laugh, bro. That was a good one. Perception Vision. What about grading on the comic books, please? Can you elaborate? A PSA style grading? The grading rarities on Legacy Grail comic books. They were present before the shutdown. I think those matter so much upon presentation, and it had such a sense of weight to include it on the DC NFT comic books. That to me was the most charming part of collecting the comics. Okay, we'll take this back to the team. Thank you for flagging. Superman 1 needing a grading next to it. That's the standard. Up, and away. Okay. Believe me, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Okay, King Marquis. Any word about our Snapchat filters for the bat cowls? I don't see them anywhere. A major utility to our cowls. Nightwatch can't function without. Yes, very cool. I remember that was a question that they did ask us to ask. We didn't ask that one. Another question that I remember we didn't ask and we should have was, is the community bat cowl page going to reopen, right? You know, kind of like how FANABLE has a little community section. It would be really cool if the bat cowls had a community section. Kind of like this. Let me give an example. Let me go to
Yes, they I believe they
like right here.
They did, but
you know, like
oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
I believe they did at one time.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Well,
we just have
bring
to
it back.
Yeah,
right?
Bring it back.
Yeah, so something like this. If you guys are watching Candy right here, if we could have a bat cow or even like a DC3 or something of that sort, that would be super dope. And I think we'd all be kind of hanging out in there. Banana Pie, missing the sold and burned editions of the total. Yes, this is also being worked on. Okay, look. Also, please fix the legendary image showcase number 4. The image isn't the same one you actually start reading the book. I think, didn't Jim Lee explain this about the catalog and having to tweak some of these because it's more expensive? Yeah, let's see. I don't know. See, the 11th, that puts migration a full month late. Oh, come on. I have a secret comic book group, but I'm the only member. Dude, it only takes one to start. Can't access. Oh, man. Would be nice if we had features that would allow us to make an offer against a collectible similar to OpenSea. Yes. Bro, don't pull your hair, please. Let's see. And then, okay, so that's it for now. All right. So that's some of the feedback that we got right there. Also, shout out to Kiwi. I see you, Kiwi. Let's go. Fellow Star Trek fan. Good to see you, Kiwi. Kia ora. All right. Also, I want to take a look at this Substack that was posted by Tactical. Shout out to Tactical. He was on one of our Absolute Virtual Radio live streams last year when we were covering one of the DC3 comics. Super awesome collector and community member in the space. He writes, just posted my first email to Candy in regards to their call for feedback on my Substack. If anyone wants to read it, we're going to take a look at it right now, guys, because I'm very interested to see what he has to say here. Tactical. I can't post this to X directly because of the character limit, but I think things should be more in the open in general in this space. So I'm posting my first email in regards to the Candy migration to Solana here in my Substack account. Just sent out the following. Hello. Appreciate you guys asking for more feedback directly. Apologies for the directness of some of these, but I'm trying to go through as much as possible. So some of these may sound more bossy than I would normally want them to be. But I want to get you as much feedback as possible so that you can see some of the frustrations around the way these have been handled in the past. If these are all cataloged properly now, it will be easier for collectors to collect. And I think that's what we all want. Let me drink something really quick before I get started. I know Sleepin said we have AI, but you know what? AI ain't taking my job up here. I'm telling you right now.
You're all good, Hinano.
Don't make me laugh. Oh gosh. Anyways, one of the biggest things for me is to have the original digital drop dates on all items easily visible. That makes the provenance easier to understand, especially since we have moved so many times now. Would also be great to have all the physical release dates visible. This would show collectors the items that were same-day digital physical drops, which will help future collectors who have come over to the digital from the physical side to understand the shared provenance we have with physical and digital. Think Absolute Batman and the many fans of the series, for example. So anyways, here's my first thoughts, my first 12 thoughts, excuse me. We'll most likely send more soons. Please let me know if you have questions, and thank you, Tactical. Number one, I would like to see the original physical print date and the original digital drop date for all comics in the attributes section, or whatever you want to title them. The DC3 Wiki has all the original date drops as for reference. Number two, I would like to see the attributes sorted in the same way for every comic so that there is some cohesion to that section. Number three, in the main collection, in the main My Collection page, excuse me, I would like to see the full comic book cover, not just the middle square of it. If it has to be square, I think I would rather see it anchored to the top of the comic so the full title shows up, but would prefer the full cover. D, are these things that are actually resonating with you?
Yes, I'm agreeing so far. These would be good things to have or implemented. And maybe it's in the works. Are you frozen?
Who, me? No?
Yeah,
No,
okay. I was like,
I'm looking at the comments.
So. Okay, yeah. You were there for like the longest. I'm like, did he just glitch? Because you did not even move at all.
No. I was reading matches. Like, you are talking about why we are delayed. Tad said a community suggest was being implemented. Yes, I did explain that. Was it me or somebody else? I did explain that people need to give them some wiggle room. Guys, I've been in IT for, man, how long? Since I was
3 centuries, yeah. 3 decades.
I've been a part of a lot of product launches in my lifetime, and so I know exactly about giving people some grace. So I completely agree. Some grace is needed here, along with a lot of this feedback. Let's keep going with the feedback. Number 5, please make sure all creatives are spelled correctly and uniformly across any comics their names appear. Possible examples, Mikel Janine versus Mikel Janine and okay, so basically he's giving examples right here. I don't have to go through the whole thing. It's necessary for market discovery to find all of an artist's creative works available, and it's just plain respectful. I completely agree in terms of the name and actually having everything's correct. Number 6, the keyword attributes is kind of weird that it's in some comics attribute sections and not in others. Not sure if that even needs to be visible. Isn't it just the attributes? If it's not only the attributes, maybe anything in the keywords that is not in the attributes should be. I'm not sure. It just feels a little bit off. Number 7, I browse a lot on the mobile. I don't like when I page through my collection. When I hit next page, it puts me in the middle of the page. Should be put at the top of the next page. I think that's just kind of like a little development thing that can fix right there. I would think. That's probably just, something that they just let go, right? In testing with the mobile. I should test more on the mobile. I've just been looking on top of the website. Number 8, I'm not sure if you have time to fix this, but the character attributes is very inconsistent. Like putting Bruce Wayne instead of Batman on Batman Year One, or Dick Grayson instead of Nightwing on Nightwing number 113. These type of inconsistencies make being a collector here harder than it should be. So dare I say it was probably the person that entered all that metadata prior to minting, and maybe there just wasn't any consistency in all that. So a lot of this just sounds like they want consistency. Number 9, right now the search is hard to use, and I probably don't have enough time to look at every single issue, but we should check for duplicate attributes. For example, Mad Number 1 lists colorist twice. Interesting. Wow, these guys are really going on the deep dive of everything. Number 10, not a huge fan of the serial number being part of the main title in the full page view. It just kind of looks weird. The more subtle serial numbers right next to it, the rarity badge works just fine to me. Number 11, for the 2 modern comics that have grades, Superman number 1, 2023, and Detective Comics 1059, their grades are listed differently. One shows 10.0 and the other shows 10.0-100. Not sure why that is. That's an interesting question. And then lastly, when I go back to my collection after viewing a comic, my sort is lost, so I have to start over with however I was sorting my collection. Sincerely, Tactical. And I want to bring this up because we've had Tactical on the channel. Really awesome dude in the community. And also, I really want to shout out some of the DC comic users that are out here that really is very knowledgeable. Like, I was not on the live stream with them when they covered, I think this was Batman Day when they were on Absolute Virtual Radio. I did watch a replay, and Tactical had a lot of good insight about the collecting aspects on Candy. And if you guys haven't yet, go give Tactical a follow right here. Really awesome dude in the space. D, anything you want to add to this before we move on?
No, I had lots of great points from him, lots of good feedback. And he is a true collector, a true comic book he's very knowledgeable in the comic book world and all the the lore, the stories, characters. So yeah, I hope they can implement his feedback. And I mean, it wasn't that bad. It didn't sound bossy at all to me. So yeah, I think he did good.
Yeah. And and that's what's so cool about this, right? Is they just really want their favorite project to be seamless. And I think Candy's doing a great job at asking us, right? Like
Hmm.
I mean, and that's what I like about this, right? Like regardless on people saying, "Oh my goodness, they're out a month later," right? It's like at the end of the day, that's okay because we're going to give them grace because they're trying to get this right. Tad said it himself in Mains's. Shout out to Mains. I see you right there. Go check out Mains's interview with Tad Smith. He said it himself in the interview that we're going to take our time on this. We want to get this right. And before they mint, they want to get the metadata right. And so this is exactly what this is about. So shout out to the project for wanting to do things right before pushing the go button. And I like that. That's super awesome. So let's see. And then since we're talking about the Collectors Hub, shout out to the Collectors Hub right here. If you guys haven't yet, this was the recent interview with Tad Smith that happened was Tuesday, right, D? What day was this interview? I can't remember.
No, that one was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday.
A
Okay.
lot of things happen on Wednesday when I can't be there.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It
Yeah.
was Jan and Josh on Tuesday, and then
Hmm.
Collectors Hub. What I really liked about this one, guys, and I'm just gonna shout out Mains is at the end of this space, and I think it's a really good thing to do this, which is bridging the gap right here. He brought up a bunch of the active fans from Candy Digital to talk with Tad, and I think it was important for a lot of the fans to go and talk with the CEO because a lot of the fans love this guy. It's like a lot of the fans look at him as the hero because again, I'm going to say it. 4 or 5 months ago, it was dark. It was nothing, and now 4 or 5 months later, we got an active website, we've got momentum, and we got a drop coming up, and all kinds of other stuff as well as self custody. So it's a lot of exciting things, and so to have your fans not only come out of the dirt but also be able to talk with the guy that helped do that I think is a really good bridging of the gap. So shout out to Mains for doing that. I saw Legacy up there. I saw Garen up there. I believe it was Garen. And then I also saw Derek Snook. And we found out something very pivotal from Tad about Derek. Derek was a big influence on Tad actually making his rounds, doing his press tour per se. And Derek was a big voice in the dark places. I remember he came out of nowhere when it was the dark times and started talking about the project markets. He comes from markets, by the way, guys, and that's where his wheelhouse is. And that's why he can't wait for the secondary market. I pay attention, Derek. Um, so shout out to Derek. Because if it wasn't for Derek, I don't even think we'd be having this press tour, let alone talking with the CEO. And speaking of Derek, he did do the heavy lifting for me because I was going to go and re-listen to Mains' Space to kind of talk about the talking points on the stream, but he did the heavy lifting. Shout out to you, Derek. Quick updates from Mainsy's stream. Number one, Solana migration may be a few days delayed because Candy Digital wants to get the metadata right. Boy, it's repetitious, isn't it, D? We're just kind of repeating what we just said. Let's go with number two. Number two, the Diamond Economy will come out in June before secondary marketplace is up and running for sales and buying. Number three, secondary marketplace opens next week. That's next week, not next month, by the way. Number four, rough date for primary drops in June 24-ish. And great media tour continues with Tad tweets. Shout out to Derek, guys. And if you haven't yet, go follow this guy. He's hiking a mountain somewhere in Guatemala or something like that, but yet he still has time to do content for the community. Unbelievable. Love it. We got Reckless in the house. What's up, Reckless? I'm late. No, great talk today. C in J East. I was there the whole time. I was editing video while you guys were chatting right there. So I don't know if you heard me coughing. Anyways, good to see you, Cosmic. Mainzy, love you too, brother. All good. You had a good space also with Dude Lifts as well. I'll let D explain that a little bit later in the community shout outs. But yeah, much love. Let's go. Reckless. Do you guys go buy me a coffee so I can support? Do you guys do buy me a coffee? Man, you just being here in the live supports us enough. Thank you so much. Just the thought of that is good enough for me. I don't even think we have a buy me a coffee, D. Do we? I don't even know.
I used to have one for myself, but then I took it off since we became the media group.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I do have a community-supported giveaway from Get to the Comics. Shout out to Oz. He was
Oh,
not
let's
able to
go.
do his Oz show today because you know Super Dad is going to hang out with his kids, and I love that. So shout out to the content creator prioritizing what's best, and family comes first for all.
Yes.
But if you're a Batman fan, you're gonna love what Get to the Comics donated to you guys today. So when it's ready, I
Momentum.
will run either I'll do a race or I'll do a. You guys want to race or you guys want to do a the Twitter? No, I'm sorry, not the Twitter. The StreamYard picker tool. Let me know. I'm cool with
Race.
whatever. Well, obviously, I just want to make it easy. So either we do race
Yes.
or the picker tool. It's up to you guys. But that'll be at the end of the stream because we're not done. We're still going to be talking about a few other things. But I just want to say hi to the chat. Mains don't want me sending him money anymore. Cosmic, I see you. Let's go. Okay, there we go. All right. And then lastly, I want to cover what Legacy had over here. And then shout out to the Bat Cows. I love that they're doing their spaces. I've been trying to catch every space that they do. And I was telling you, I think it was last week or the week before, I hung out in a space with them all day. And you know what I realized? I love the topics they talk about because it's all DC for the majority of what they talk about. And they talk about things I really want to talk about. Like they were like on a 1 hour stint about the Supergirl movie. And I was just like, I was all about that. You know what I mean? It's super cool. So if you guys are big fans of DC and you see a Bat Cow space going on, go in there, go check those guys out. They're very welcoming. Is there anything you wanted to add, D?
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Love the Bat Call spaces, and I love seeing them doing a lot more often with different people too hosting. So
Yeah.
that's always good to see. And shout out to the Bat Call community in the chats. I know you guys are out there lurking.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
We love you guys. And the other communities that are lurking in the back of the room, we know you're there too. Again, bridge the gap, guys. Go into a back house space. Go and interact. You know what I mean? I think it's time already where we're all as Maisie likes to say, one team, one dream, but we're really just one big community, right? So check those guys out and vice versa. Same with the back house, you know what I mean? Go check out a Collectors Hub space, or any other Web3 space out there. Go check them out. I think you guys will like it. But let's get into this final post from Legacy, and we'll get out of here. And also, we'll move on to the next topic, and also go follow Legacy right here on X. He writes a message from Jim Lee that I will never forget nor take for granted. You're one of the back calls with historic, and the future is very exciting. Now, this is from the past, but this message does carry a lot of weight. Let's see what Jim had to say real quick. And let me I can't get any bigger than that. All right. I can't stand it when it's like this. Like you can't zoom in for some reason. It's so silly. But Jim writes, everyone has their own first experience of Batman. Their first comic, the first time they heard him speak, the first time they dressed up as the Caped Crusader for Halloween, the first time they saw him on the big screen. For 84 years, and that was it's probably like maybe 86 or 87 now, Batman has made his mark on Gotham City and invited others to join him on his adventures. When DC set out to create the DC Batcowl collection, let me repeat that. When DC set out to create the DC Batcowl collection in partnership with Palm Studio, which is now Candy Digital, one that invited thousands of fans on a new journey, we knew we had to reflect on the history of Batman's lore and stretch the limits of modern art and technology. As Batman is one of the world's most iconic superheroes with millions of fans all around the globe, the character continues to be reinvented but always stays true to his core values. What's exciting about this amazing collaboration is that we are continuing the evolution of Batman's distinctive Batcowl by bringing it into the modern digital world, making it accessible and more engaging than ever before. Through the introduction of carefully curated colors, textures, and upgrades, the end result offers something for every kind of Batman fan and created new ways for fans to make a timeless icon their very own. Over the past year, the Batcowl community and DC have been on a new adventure together, experimenting with capabilities of new technology and new creative ways to explore Gotham City. we also knew that this invitation from Batman was a chance for fans to make their mark on an original storyline in Batman, the Legacy Colin. That's right, guys. I do have a copy of that. I hope you guys have it as well. A comic whose storyline was an innovative result of fans voting on outcomes in collaboration with DC writers and artists. And my understanding, this is also a part of canon now, you know? So that is also a very interesting factor to take into consideration about this. The Batcow collection is only possible because of the fans who contributed to it and the artists behind it. If the first year of this unique crowdsourced world tells us anything, is that the future is very exciting indeed. Heed the call, stand for justice. And that's a really good thing to remember on what Jim Lee said. If you are a person that knows how to read between the lines, Dreamlabs, hoping to get some baby crypto comics on the back of the new Supergirl movie. No accounting for the taste. I think D has a connection to get like the comics. I think from one of the major studios, right, D, or one of the movie theaters. So shout out to that connection. And that connection is going to get spoiled with some things from Hawaii. I'm telling you right now, because that person really hooked us up during the summer of Superman. And I am grateful for that person. And that person is going to get spoiled with some goodies here. So shout out to that person. And I can't wait for that movie, guys. I am looking forward to the Supergirl movie. Big fan of Millie Alcock. People are like, oh, she's like, like saying stupid things and, like social media. I'm like, guys, she's young. What do you expect? You know what I mean? They're all young, right? They're all going to say something we shouldn't. I mean, I say things on stream sometimes I shouldn't. So, but I'm looking forward to that. And once again, just to kind of wrap this up, we covered. What's that, Mr. Producer? Did I do something wrong? Okay, one more time. Just to kind of like bring it back. We covered the feedback and push before the migration. We covered this entire document. We covered what Candy Digital is asking from their active fans. If you guys haven't yet, today's the last day to give them feedback on Fan-Help. It's somewhere around here, right? It's in the article. Can't remember, but they do have a help desk. Go follow them. The link is in the article. Go give them the feedback right here. Just like, awesome community members like Javier or Tactical, as well as Legacy right here. No, that's Collectors Hub. Even Collectors Hub. Look at that. And Legacy right here. And then lastly, guys, if you haven't yet, go sign up and become a fan and get ready, because looks like we are going to have a marketplace opening up very soon. We're going to have some drops coming very soon, at least for MLB, with the DC license still being worked on. And it's very cool. And lastly, before we go, my biggest thing that I love the most about this website is this right here. Where is it? Right here. All of this. You can find every single piece of information that they give you. And I'm a big believer in reading. I know Sleepin said you have AI. AI can read it for you. Don't be lazy. Read these articles, understand these articles, understand what people are doing, whether it's this project or another one. Go and read these articles. Educate yourself on what people are doing here. And this is what I love about what Candy's doing here, because they're showing you the future while also giving respect to the past, because everything of the past is in here. This right here. I remember being a part of this. Remember? This was all absolute virtual radio times right here.
Yes.
Yes.
That was fun.
This is all in here. So, guys, really awesome. If you want to have a history of Candy Digital, that's really good. And I love the homage of the past right here. So, yeah, I'm really stoked with the website. I like what they did. I'm very impressed with the fast tracking. I have a feeling I know what you guys are doing, and I like it. And, yeah, anything else before we get out of here and we move on to TCG?
I did have something earlier, but I forgot. But yeah, thanks for reading that blog article for us. People that have not used AI to read it for us or haven't read it ourselves. Yeah, it makes it easier when someone else does it for you. Just listen, right? Listen and hear between the lines. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's it. Now, what's interesting, and I'm just going to point this out, like, you only see DC and MLB right here, right? Right now, these are the two licenses that are in here. So it makes me wonder. I'm going to go right here to Candy. I will go to Candy's site. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, doing this and clicking this should do the same thing. So if I click the candy logo, that should take me home as well. It does it on the True Media site. Anyway, anyways, just saying that. Anyways,
I love that whole wrapped C, the MLB C, the baseball C. Yeah, I love that.
I like it too. Oh, there was something I wanted to bring up. I can't remember. Oh well, that's okay. But yeah, shout out to Candy Digital. I love what you guys are doing, and I can't wait to see what the next updates are from our awesome project right here. Moving on to Deck Trader right here. And guys, if you don't know what Deck Trader is, it is the app that I use to categorize and track all of my Pokemon cards. Now, the problem I have with Deck Trader, and they're aware of this, is some of these cards are not displaying the right price. Now, obviously, not financial advice. That's not why I'm bringing this up. But I'm just saying, if you're going to use this to track your value, you can track the value if you actually go inside the profile of a card. But for some reason, on this main page, the pricing's all wrong. And I don't know if because I have the free version, but between my raw cards and my graded cards, that it's not categorized properly. So this right here is not like the right price. It could be lower or higher. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, this was a card that we just pulled last week from Ascended Heroes. It was the Pikachu EX. I really like this card right here. And look, D, it looks like it's gone up in price. You know, from oh no, never mind. It's gone down in price. Has it gone down? No, it's gone up in price.
Looks like it's going up and to the right. Yeah.
It does look like it's going up and to the right, isn't it? That's a funny notion right there. We just pulled that. I also did just pick up the Manakee right here. Got this on FANABLE. And this one I got for a deal. I paid $25 for this. I believe like for the PSA 10 that I got, it's like worth $60. So that's what I've been doing. I've really just been kind of like looking for deals. And I mainly buy my cards on eBay, and I'm a lowballer. I lowball all of the auctions. And so these are the cards that I was able to score from all my lowballs right here. All right, so I'll show you guys this one right here. So, oh, well, I got these cards right here. Let's see. So, in fact, you showed off your cards already. But right here. So this is the 25th anniversary edition with the Pikachu on here. And what makes this card valuable is that 25 edition seal on it. And I believe this is very low population in the hundreds or so in a Gem Mint 10. And I believe the Pristine 10, there's like only maybe 25 or 30 up in there as well. So there's that one. I just got this one in the mail as well. This is an Espeon EX, but this is the one that you would get from the surprise box. And it actually has the prismatic seal on it. So because it's got this seal, it's worth way more than just if you were to pull the EX itself. And this one is also low population on grading specifically. And I'm a big fan of CGC. I'm not a fan of the PSA cards, even though I know they have the value on the name itself. And then right here, this is a Glaceon that I got. And this is from Swords and Shields. This is also another promo card as well. And there's a seal, I believe, I forget which one of these seals right here that makes it more more valuable. But this one, as well as a Chase promo that I got for a deal. In fact, this one I got this one for like a low ball deal right here. So those are the 4 cards that I just got in, and I did load them up once I won the bid. So they've been in my collection already, but they just came in just the other day. And so that's what I've been doing, guys. Is I'm not really a fan of sending it to grading, so I try to find grades that are cheap off eBay. And you know, you can find some really good deals on eBay. I'm not going to tell you what agent I'm using, but I do have an agent that looks at all the listings on eBay and categorizes them all for me into a spreadsheet. And then I look at that spreadsheet and I kind of like correlate which ones I want to go after, depending on if it's a character I like, or if it's a chase piece I like, if it's a promo card I like. I can get a little bit more further into that, but that's more of like something that I vibe coded for myself. So
you've got people. I do have it's not a Pokemon card, but I was looking through my I guess secret collectible stash that I put certain things away in. And I can't remember if I got this from Nas Clint or Yo Steph, But I got a Magic the Gathering card. I don't know what this is about. It's Electrolyze. I've never played the game.
Hold on. Let me.
So I'm not sure what this means.
Okay, you're bigger now.
But I have shitty camera. But I have this. I can't see it. Electrolyze. It's hard to see, but it's basically Electrolyze is the thing. Electrolyze deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 target creatures and or players draw a card. So, like I said, I've never played the game. Don't know much about it, but yeah, I got a Magic the Gathering card. So, shout out to either Yostef or Nosclint for including that in my mail. This was like a year or 2 ago, I think. I don't remember the exact year, but yes, it's been in this stash for a while. Anyways, back to you, Hinano.
That means my son's hungry. Yeah, no. So yeah, still collecting Pokemon. I kind of slowed down a little bit, just because kids, life. Daughter is now home, so that means all my daughter's friends are coming over and eating us out of house and home. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's hard to keep the cupboards filled with snacks. Like this. Look, guys. These are my chips that were opened just the other day. And what I love about them is they'll eat like maybe 75% of the bag and then just chuck it and leave it open. So that's my life, guys. Happy summer for us. Let's go. Moving on. These are the OP16s that just came out for One Piece. These are the chase cards for the new collection, guys. And I believe the pre-release, shout out to FANABLE right here for giving us the information right here. Pre-release weekend is here. Who's competing this weekend? What cards are you hoping for to pull from the time of battles? Drop your event results, deck choices, and pulls below. And guys, let me know if you're going for OP16. I have not gone for any of this. Like I said, I've been a little bit chilling right now because, you got to and not to mention, I'll get into where my money's gone. A lot of what's going on in the space is demanding money from your wallet when it's other drops. So we'll get into that a little bit later, but I really think this is cool. I like that there's a little bit of dip going on in the One Piece market. I've been able to pick up some One Piece cards on the cheap on eBay. So yeah, I like it. FUD One Piece, guys. Please FUD One Piece so I can get things cheaper on the deal. Moving on. We got VFriends right here. And, Gary likes to add some statistics, right? And Gary says right here, statistics, top 10 sales right here. And this is for the 2025 Topps Chrome, right? And so specifically, I'm looking at number 1, 2, and 3. You've got the Williful Wizard right here, who sold recently for 1,000. Wait, hold on, guys. Just here we go. I know nothing. I'm silly. I'm stupid. Don't follow me. I'm going into the fire. It's hot here. Don't come over here. All right. There we go. Disclaimer. Back to VFriends. They sold a Willful Wizard for $1,295. I'm assuming this is an eBay sale. Not 100% sure because I don't know if maybe these are also traded in RWA markets. I'll get that in just a minute. And then also you got the 2025 Topps Chrome VFriends Green Eyes Black Cat on the very, 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 very lucky Black Cat. And that's my favorite out of all the VFriends, by the way. I'm looking at one for the NFT, and man, that NFT is pretty pricey. And then the number 3, 2025 Topps Chrome VFriends Manga Speckle number 3, very, 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 very lucky Black Cat. And the PSA 10, that is $650. And what's interesting about the Black Cat, D, this favorite one of mine, this was in a 9, right? It's kind of nuts, right? So I actually have the 2025 Topps VFriends Black Cat Yellow Refractor, very, 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 very lucky Black Cat in a PSA 10, guys. And I have that sucker right here. So I got this on FANABLE for a deal. Shout out to FANABLE, by the way. Smoking deal, because this thing is now worth, or the last sale for this was $299.99. Right over here, guys. Super stoked. And I'm not going to say how much they got this for. Well, let's just say I got it way cheaper than what it sold for last. So super stoked. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I wasn't on FANABLE. And the only reason why is FANABLE has a lot of good deals because a lot of people are sleeping on certain items on that marketplace, probably because the marketplace just doesn't have a lot of activity, right? And sometimes a low-level activity marketplace, you can find deals. So I'm super stoked for that. Dee has a comic book that she won't open because I want to get that.
And I got stickers. Okay, I
Oh,
got the manga
here we go.
stickers. We can show
Show the
that
stickers.
later. Okay. So this came with it's a sticker pack. It came with 15 mystery stickers per pack. And then each pack you get a shimmer sticker. So one that's like shiny. Oh, come on, dude. Let me speak. There's your show. Okay. So we have Ambitious Angel and Confident Cobra. Okay, we have Curious Crane, Decisive Duck. We have Empathy Elephant and Gratitude Gorilla. Nice one. Hardworking Wombat and Humble Hedgehog. These are all in alphabetical order. Hustling Hamster. This one is cute. Intuitive Iguana. It looks backwards. Then we have Kind Warrior. This one's cool, Hinano. Observant Oyster. Look at him. He's like checking it out. We have Persistent Penguin and a Versatile Viking.
Dang, D, you got a lot of stickers.
Well, it's a 15 pack, right? And this is the shimmer. The shimmer one. So see how it right here.
And I gotta say, there's a lot of sticker things going on in this space. Oh, here we go. Back to D. Sorry.
Yeah. So this is the sticker pack number 1 checklist. So there's
flip it again. There you go. Yeah.
40, and I have 15 out of the 40. So you can check what you don't have and see if you can collect them all. But yeah, this is really cool. It was one of the cheaper stuff that I picked up, from BeFriends, from that platform, just to be in a little.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Sully on Fridays. Yeah, Sully, I actually hide in your background. Actually, I don't know if Sully can see you on X because I've tried to talk to Sully before, but I think he's just talking to his Twitch.
Yeah, I think it's Twitch because I comment on YouTube. It shows up on the thing on his screen. But I don't think I don't know. He doesn't see it or something. I'm not sure.
No, it's understandable when you're a one-man show and you're trying to, talk to the chat. Like if the chat was going off right now, guys, I wouldn't be able to keep up with you guys. But yeah, luckily that's not it. But yeah, so shout out to Sully because he's been talking about VFriends, and I know he's been joining the community a lot. And he's been looking at, I think, Series 2 NFTs. So have I. I've been looking at a lot of different NFT projects that I have not gotten into that I'm thinking about getting into. So there's that. But yeah, shout out to VFriends and shout out to Gary V. I love this community. They're so positive, and we're going to talk about them a little bit later in the program. Also moving on back to Pokemon. These were the most traded cards yesterday as of June 6th. So Team Rocket right here. There were 24 sales on this card. 24 sales on this card right here. And believe it or not, the ice cream that you pulled the other day, D, there was 23 sales on the jumbo ice cream as well. This is from Ascended Heroes. And so I believe this is from Ascended Heroes. I could be wrong. Don't get me on that one. But I remember you pulled this trainer as well. So I'm assuming it's from Ascended Heroes. So
yeah, it was.
Okay. Yeah. So right there. Yeah, these are the top most traded cards as of yesterday. Oh, I see Adro. What's up, Adro? Do you guys follow Pokemon YouTubers? If so, any favorite? Yeah, I do. Shoot, what is his name? There's one guy I follow. And I don't remember their name. They just kind of pop up besides Kobe. So I follow Kobe, obviously. But there's one more dude. I gotta go look. I'll go take a look before the stream's over because it's actually on the YouTube channel that we're actually streaming to right now. But yeah, there is a YouTuber that I follow, and I like him because this guy actually goes and gives you a lot of statistics. on a lot of the card shops that are not like cracking cases open. I don't know where he's getting this data from, but he's been very insightful in terms of like following the hobby. So I'll try to get that information for you before the stream's over. Good to see you, Adro. Okay. And then also, guys, here's a sneak peek at some of the 30th celebrations right here. We have the Umbreon, and man, does this look so cool right here with the little 30th Pika. You've got Eevee right over here, and that's the thing, right? Nobody really pays attention. Like right here, you got Mew. I think that's Mew right here, right? And is that Ala? Oh, what is that one called? There's a bunch of Pokemon in this card.
Alakazam or who? Which one?
But there's Mew right there. And a couple others that I don't remember. But that's one of them. This Umbreon. And then you got right here the Espeon. And then you got Eevee again. Look at that. A little 30th right here. This card is beautiful.
Oh, I love this one.
Pokeball
That is
here.
beautiful.
Is that a Blastoise? No. Who is that?
I love the clouds for the 30th.
Yeah, this looks good. Gosh, and this is what I mean. This is all demanding our money. Right? Like, this is an awesome EX right here, but with the 30th. That's another one. Right? This Espeon looks great. Look, see? With the little seal right here. That's super dope. But yeah, this one right here, super cool right here. Ronnie, I recently obtained a Pokemon Center ETB Chaos Rising that I have coming soon from Kobe Collect. Let's go. He knows so much about the culture for sure. 100%. He's another one I just kind of like chill in the background as well, and I don't say anything. So what do you call it? You call it, I call it the digital vibes, hangout, right? Because that's usually what I do whenever Digital Vibes goes live. I never say anything. I'm just chilling in its background.
Oh, yeah.
But there's that on Pokemon. And then lastly, guys, just to see where the hobby's at for the past week, we are back in a range. I remember when I reported on this last week, Monday, we were kind of tailing down a little bit on this. So it looks like we have some uptick in the trend right here. So we'll see where this goes. But I suspect it's because of the recent collection that just was launched, as well as the 30th coming really soon. So let's go. There's more steam in Pokemon. And we're all for it. So, and I have no idea what this is, but you keep bringing it up. And I remember you talking about it before, like on a stream. Might have to get you on for you to talk about this a little bit later. I think maybe he might be early to something that we're not picking up yet, D. But moving on from Pokemon, guys, we covered Deck Trader. We covered the latest sales of cards for yesterday, as well as the 30th anniversary and what the chase pieces look like, the OP16 for One Piece. As well as the trend going on with Pokemon right here. So, yeah, guys, let's see. Check eBay prices one day. You'll be intrigued. Okay. Interesting. D, anything you want to add to this before we move topics?
We'll have to go definitely check it out. Yeah, he did put the person's full name, and I forgot already. So put it in the chats, Ronnie, and we'll go check it out.
Got you, Ronnie.
We know more. Yeah. I
see you right here. Guys, moving to ElmonX, sold out the Doodles Piet Mondrian. Is it how you say it? Piet Mondrian? Is that how you say that?
Piet, because it's like Piet. Yeah. Mondrian, yeah.
Piet Mondrian, okay. So, guys, did you go for this drop? I'm going to give a big shout out to Bones Beat. I was not going to go for this drop. I was actually trying to get gems to go for the Mio drop as well as today's drop on Vivi for Emma Frost. Unfortunately, that didn't happen until after the drop. I was able to attain gems. So I ended up going for this, and it was because of Bones. Bones educated me on this drop. And what was interesting about this drop is it was was Piet Mondrian plus Doodles Digital Collection, the first ever digital collection officially approved by the Mondrian Estates via the Holtzman's Trust. It was a collaboration between ElmonX Doodles and the Mondrian Estate, as well as Vivi Digital Collectibles. 7 iconic Mondrian composition reimagined in doodle, playful, pastel styles. These artworks were created by Burnt Toast, the Doodles artist, blending Mondrian's signature geometric grids and primary colors with Doodles characters, rainbow splash robots, cats, and whimsical elements from Doodles itself. there were 3 drops. One was a collector's blind box with 555 editions containing 5 artworks. I'm sorry, there were 2 drops. The blind box as well as the prints, and I believe there were 2 prints, the coated pink as well as the focus, right, D? And those were 150 editions as well.
Yeah, you're right.
These guys right here. So, and we went for this, guys, and we landed the what did we get, D? Shoot, I have it right here. Where is it? Right here, True Media. We landed the liquid pixels right here, guy.
Yeah.
So, and I was telling D, what was so awesome about this drop is you couldn't lose on anything if you really think about it, right? Everything was a win. And then also we did also score the number 27 mint for the Doodles pencil as well. So we got lucky with this drop. And also shout out to the biggest bro, because he also landed not only the cat, because he really wanted what was the cat called? Territorial, right?
Territorial, yeah.
But he also got the artist proof with the focus as well. So shout out to the biggest bro. He's becoming a cat lover right here. I really wanted the Riot, guys. The Riot is let's go look at the collection right here, okay? The Riot is this one right here. And what's interesting about the Riot is it was a painting that was not completed and was finished with the Doodles collaboration. So that's what's the cool thing about the Riot. Another thing cool about the Riot is there's only 80 pieces of this specific piece. This was one I really wanted to land. We didn't get it. So I'm just slowly watching the floor to see, you know, if I can score something like that. Let's look at some items right here. Let's see what the floor looks like right here. Looks like it's at 198. So it's getting close to the box price, guys. This is the one I'm looking at right here. I really want the Riot. There's also Territorial. Looking at that one too. Wow, big bro. It's come down a bit. $300 for the cat. But I really want this one. I'm going to see if there's paper hands later, because I saw this on the floor for $150. Someone threw this on the floor for box price when they revealed this, and I tried my best to swap into ETH, and I missed it by the skin of my butt. I did not get it. So shout out to the person who was able to snipe this off the floor for $150 before I could swap. I'm jelly. Anyways, D, anything you want to add to this? This was an exciting drop. I really enjoyed this one.
No, that was a very cool drop. We got up at it was 6 o'clock for us.
Yeah, we did.
And it was really awesome to be like having your heart beating at like 1,000 miles per hour, because we're like, oh no, we can't. There's like errors, and I think it was already at 300 something editions sold, and so we barely made it. So we're just grateful that we were able to get one.
Well, not only that, we had issues, right? So for some reason, the transaction wasn't going through in our wallet, and it was giving us some weird error. Like, I don't know what the error was. And I think what we did was we had to get out of the web browser and come back in. But that's the first time. So like we were there, we were in the private sale, and that's why we didn't get like a early mint, right? We had a failure right away. And I think, and you know, I was very cavalier. I was like, there's no way this is going to sell out in the private. You can't have that much ElmonX, you know, holders buy it out. And sure enough, it did not make private, guys. It sold out. So, and I watched the number go up.
In like 15, 16 minutes.
I think we're shitting bricks is what we're doing. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 350 got minted in like, what, 4 minutes? That's crazy. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to them. That's incredible. But
shout out.
You know, we went either way because we got a piece of history.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't feel like selling it. I really want to collect. I want the Riot, to be very quite honest. And then if I got enough after that, I'll go look at the cat. But I really want the Riot. So I'll be looking for a Riot in the coming days, because this is a collection I want to keep. And I've been looking at also the Doodles collection, guys. I'm seriously thinking about picking up a Doodles. The floor right now, last I looked, was like around $700. Not financial advice. Don't follow me. I'm silly. But I like the culture. I like where NFTs are going. And I want to be a part of the Doodles NFT project now. So we got an art piece. Might as well go the extra mile and keep going, AD. All right.
Yes, might as well keep going. Sorry. I have to remember to unmute before talking.
And that's okay. And then these are the artist proofs right here, guys. they look phenomenal.
Yes,
right
love
here.
the hologram look.
We're gonna have to get the biggest bro to give us a show and tell when he gets his in,
Yes.
so we can see what it looks like on virtual radio, guys. So that'll be incoming later on. Moving on, and then these are the ones that we scored as well. Anything you want to add to this before we get to the next portion of the show?
Speaking of doodles, we did have a great conversation with Doodlips.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
With Mainsy on for yesterday. Wait, right? Yeah, Friday. Yesterday. No, that was 2 days ago. Sorry. Shh. Quiet. I'm speaking now. Yeah, so that was a good conversation I had with Mainsy from the
I heard him
Collector's House.
puff.
Oh yeah, because I took away the remote. Yeah, that was a great show. To get to talk to Doodlips a bit and just chit chat and hang out with him, shoot the shit. Yeah, and from what he alluded, I'm reading between the lines that there may be some more drops, collaborations coming in the future. So
Where's
yeah,
the
I'm
space?
excited for that.
Trying to
It's
find
on. It should be probably more up on the top.
No, it's the TAD space on the top. Here it is.
Right over here.
Yeah.
All
right.
right.
I'll throw this in the chat. Yeah, because he has the TAD Smith one pinned to his.
Okay.
But that's the space, guys. I haven't even listened to this whole space yet. I think I started because when you were in this space, Big Bro and I were in a meeting, so we weren't able to attend it. Even Raven was in a meeting. She was in a mod meeting, so we were all in meetings. So, but D was able to attend. And how was it? How was the interaction? This is the guy that used to cover like stuff on Superstars, right? Like, didn't he do stuff with Flo?
Yeah, he did, and he's been in a few other projects. Just as he first starts up as a community member, and then he gets more involved, of course, and be able to share his thoughts and get them implemented, or just feedback in general from a community member. So that's what I told him. I really like that now he's I forgot his full title, but he's the what I'm gonna have to go look because I don't want to mess it up. Hold on real quick. So he is, hold on, getting it here on the fly. So he's a director of ecosystem and growth, and so he deals a lot with being in charge of certain things, getting collaborated with artists, musicians, studios, and all that stuff. Stop. So that was really good to hear. Oh my god.
I know what he's doing. He's like,
hot air.
He's all like,
he's all what?
Mom, what you doing, Mom?
Because it keeps
That's what he's doing.
The wrong button. So funny. No, that just before he gets more loud, that was a really good episode. So if you guys do have the time to go check it out, go check it out. Support Doodlips and the Doodles community, and stay tuned for future collabs that they may have with other projects.
There you go. All right, moving on, guys. And whether this is controversial or not, we'll have to see. But let's talk about stickers. Now, I didn't go for this, but I know what it's about. This is basically stickers that or NFTs you can mint on the TON blockchain through Telegram, through Telegram's app ecosystem. And so the Stickerverse, which I'm assuming is VVTG, I'm assuming is trading game. They have their new offerings there where you can do pack openings and go for, it looks like this little moon boy or VV knot. I'm sorry. It's a VV knot. It looks like a moon boy to me.
It's a moon boy.
Is that what it is? Okay, yeah. It looks like a moon boy.
It's a moon boy.
That's wait, hold on. Let's go right here.
I think there's 3 different variants, right? Yeah, solar.
Yeah.
Even not.
So, shout out to her. I'm sorry, I didn't see this right here. Ville7643 just had my Absolute Batman #1 signed by Scott Snyder in Vegas. Nice.
Oh,
would be nice if buying the digital would give access to artist signatures for physicals. Would be great for physical
Yes.
collectors. You know, it'd be really cool too is if like by some chance they have a digital that's signed and make that as the 1 of 1 that you chase, and then it's just signed via digital, or it comes with that digital, right? Like you have the signed digital and digital together. That would be super dope. But shout out to you. I'm super stoked for you that you got that
Yeah,
signed.
that's
I love
awesome.
that.
Put that
Yeah,
in the feedback. Maybe that'll be something that they can get working later.
yeah, and I got like what 20 raw copies of Absolute Batman #1
Heck
cover A,
yes.
baby.
Let's
So
go.
I know. My wife was so nuts. She's like, "Why'd you buy 20?" I'm like, "Cause we're gonna be rich one day, lady."
The future, okay?
Yeah, Absolute Batman gonna rich one rich. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. No, I'm just a comic nut, and I bought 20 copies. I bought 20 copies of Wonder Woman 100. So
Oh yes, see
that's the
that? Yes.
FA of
See?
Trinity, right?
Trinity.
So I'm just
Yes.
crazy like that.
I
Tucson,
love that collection.
is the marketplace open? Not yet. So if you paid it, if you were listening to some of the comms, it should be by next week or so. With migration completing on or around June 11th, so a little bit more time. And then when the market opens, we'll probably cover it as well. So a little bit more, couple like another week or so, another week or so. So let's go. But guys, back to the stickers. Did you guys go for the stickers now? I was watching BE stream a little bit yesterday. It seems like there was a communication gap in terms of onboarding. It also looks like there was some stress on top of Telegram itself. Looks like a bunch of users were trying to get into the portal, and it looks like it bogged down the site. So there was some network congestion in terms of the drop being not really the greatest on experience, right? Communication gap was also there. I don't think we heard anything. And I think the big issue with what people had was people got to mint and other people didn't get to mint because they were so frustrated. They probably walked away to probably calm down, only to find out it was minted out and then getting more upset. So I never got any of this, but looks like Tucson got some.
Yeah.
And how was it? Like, how's the experience for you guys? Like I said, I got into the Ton TG thing back when like Azuki and Pudgy was in there, and and if you're not familiar with Web3, it can be a process to connect your Ton block, your Ton wallet, and you can generate a wallet when you first connect and stuff like that. It can be cumbersome if you're not used to that kind of stuff, and I could see there was a lot of people going through the motions. Yeah. So, but like, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this. I'm kind of like on the outside looking in, which is why I can't really give much feedback. I'm just not a fan of Telegram, let alone that ecosystem. And so that's the only reason why I didn't participate was it wasn't on the VV app. Now, if this was on the VV app and we could rip packs on the VV app, then I would probably participate. But I also understand what they're doing. There are about 1 billion users on Telegram that are untapped to this ecosystem. So it only makes sense to try to make a bridge to get people in there. And I did notice that BE did have some new people come in from Telegram about that. And I remember using, I think it was Goodies as well. I used Goodies as well on Telegram, which this looks similar to Goodies in my opinion. Like these two, like the images and then the pastel coloring look, they almost feel similar in terms of the Goodies as well. So I don't know if you've used Goodies, D, but I have.
No.
But what do you think about this, D?
I like I said before, I had Telegram before. Because I was I'm still in a group chat on X with the Olivia community, the Olivia Network community, and so that's why I got Telegram because they had a game where you could get points and stuff. But I only used it for that, and I didn't like what do you call it? Go outside of that community for any other purpose on Telegram, just because I know, at least previously, there was a lot of scams happening on Telegram. I mean, a lot of scams can happen everywhere, not just Telegram, but Telegram was known for that back in a couple years ago. And so I deleted the app from my phone, so I don't have Telegram anymore.
Same.
And as far, like, I didn't go for the drop, but as a person kind of watching it all happen on the screen, it made me frustrated for the people that were going for it or attempting to. And the lack of communication or like support just comms in general. I think could have or should be better next time. And
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully they're going to implement that.
Yeah, apparently this is what the pack ripping looks like. So, I have not read the articles because I just wasn't interested in it. Adro says stickers seem kind of silly to me. Plus, I'm not a fan. And that's the thing, right? Like for this, like I think the utility is you get to use these as emotes and stuff like that in your Telegram. But like at the end of the day, like what's the utility on this? Is there a utility? But again, like I said, like 4 or 5 months ago, this was a big thing. Like people were trading big dollars just for these stickers. Um, so it's very interesting. My thing is, and maybe someone can educate me because I didn't educate myself because if I'm not really interested in something, I'm not going to educate myself, but at least we'll talk about it. Is there a buyback for this? Do you guys know? Like, can you rip a pack and there's like a value attributed to this? I'm assuming in stars because you buy these in stars. So is there a buyback where you get like stars back, like maybe a 90% buyback on a star or something like that? Because that's kind of what the craze is with ripping packs in the RWA side, right? And I'm assuming that they're trying to capitalize on pack ripping when it comes to the physical as well as what's going on in the RWA space, specifically on like FANABLE or Collect Crypt or BZ's, FANABLE's on base, Collect Crypt's on Solana. So there's a big craze now with digital pack ripping, but is this similar? And do they do buybacks as well? Does anyone know? Please let me know because I did not educate myself on this. But they did sell out. So congrats to the people that did get. Tucson did say that the delay did help him time to figure that out. So he was one of the lucky ones, but there were people that were unlucky. And what I don't like about whenever people like legitimately give feedback, you got people that clap back. Oh, well, blah, 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 this. You're always grumbling about that. I'm like, no, these people legitimately did not have a good experience. They're expressing themselves. And instead of clapping back, you should be more understanding because what if it was you instead, right? That kind of stuff I did see yesterday.
If
And
it
that's
were them,
frustrating.
it would be different. Yeah.
Correct, right? And so, like, I think we really need to have some understanding here that there's a lot of people that did not get to participate in this because of whatever happened. And there should be some grace for those people. So, for whoever never got it, I feel sorry for you. And I just hope they do better for you guys next time.
Yeah.
Speaking of stickers, these guys are also embedding in stickers. Now, if this is another TCG thing, I mean, they look cool, but I'm kind of with Andrew. I'm like, what are you going to do with stickers? But apparently Digitoys are bullish on stickers as well, digital stickers. And they're doing something similar to what Vivi's doing. But these are Vivi stickers, and we'll do a little comparable between the two, right? They've got the Vivi Knot or the Moon Boy, and then you've got, and D, you pointed this out, right? This kind of looked like a what'd you say this looked like? I'm so sorry.
I said it looked like a badge or like a because I know they were doing medallions, but this looked like a badge.
No, but you said something about the cube itself, like it reminded you of something.
Oh, it reminded me of like first glance of the Windows.
That's
The
it. Yeah, the
Windows
Windows.
logo thing.
Yeah. So like the comparables right here, you got different type of stickers. These stickers look like they're more of like animated emotes. That's what they really look like. With the different color shades, while this looks like a sticker, like an actual sticker.
Yeah, like
And
one you can
so,
peel.
but it's just very interesting because like if this is the same route, if you guys are doing the same route here, I really hope you guys do some education right here, or at least comms, right? Because if you guys are going the TCG route as well, educate, process, something like that. Explain these people what's going on because I mean these two guys, like David and Will, was just talking with each other just like a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, it's
So
like, hey,
I
buddy,
just find it very interesting. They're both doing stickers.
you said stickers,
So,
I'll do some
what's going on
stickers.
here?
Okay, let's
Right.
go.
Let's do
But
stickers.
speaking of stickers, I love stickers. I still have a collection of stickers from when our daughter was a toddler and she was collecting stickers. Like each time we would go to our local bank, they would give out stickers and they love her so much. They would give her like 5, 10 stickers at a time. So
Yeah.
I have Ziploc bags of stickers that she hasn't used. I got stickers from the local comic shop when we used to go get comics. You know, they had the little container up by the counter, the front counter, and just like 5 stickers for $1. So why not get some more stickers? But yeah, I love stickers in general. I didn't go for the Vivi one mainly because I didn't want to. I didn't want to go on a different app on Telegram. Back to Telegram. I think that was it. It just turned me off on that. But I do love stickers in general.
Yeah, no, I like stickers too. And like, I remember collecting stickers as a kid. So I can understand the fad on this, right? And so where's Adro? So like he says, stickers seems kind of silly to me. And in reality, I don't know if you've ever had a sticker book or you've used to collect stickers, but I think they're going that route, Adro, where it's like collecting stickers but digital. And I believe it or not, I was a big sticker collector. There's actually stickers out there that are worth a ton of money. So it's just another collecting vehicle, I'm assuming, for them. I'm just not a fan of leaving the ecosystem and going to another ecosystem. So but I'm just going to assume it's going to be similar because that's where all the sticker action's happening right now. We got the biggest bro in the house. What's up, TBB? Good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well on this Sunday. You're doing the Lord's work. What's your thoughts on stickers, man? We got this sticker here that looks like a sticker, and then you got the Vivi stickers that are more kind of like an animated character, right? And they kind of look more like emotes, in my opinion. What's your guys' thoughts on these two in terms of what's happening here? Because it's very interesting. Adro, I'll let the others enjoy stickers rather buy an asset that can be useful in a game. Very true. Very true. And that's the thing, right, Adro? If this is mainly for Telegram, and yes, I agree with you. 100% Tucson, telescam for real. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? I really hope that these projects educate their community on the scams that go on over there, because there are a lot happening. And it looks like he's gonna. So we're gonna have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see on this route, and maybe they have a pack ripping thing as well. I want to know: is there a buyback for these? What does it make sense to even have a buyback? Because I'm used to that type of dynamic, right? But yeah, looks like people, or should I say, projects, are getting into stickers. You got Vivi with their stickerverse, and then you also got Digitoys. But what's interesting about the Digitoys one is you see the little Digitoy emblem within like the holographic thing, right? Like this looks like a sticker.
Yeah.
Although I don't think I can put it on like my back. Well, they do have backpacks. Never mind.
They do have backpacks.
That makes sense. Anyways, I guess we'll have to figure out what's going on here, but it feels like another Ton TG thing. Because that's where all the stickers are right now in terms of that economy. And there is 1 billion users on Ton, let alone Telegram. So maybe that's what they're trying to do there. Anything else you want to add to this before we get to the community shout outs, Steve?
I got a bunch of stickers in my collection. We can have a sticker show and tell later on another show.
Oh, D, run the show real quick, please.
Yeah. Oh, now that I can. Okay, real quick, let me show you this one particular sticker. Shout out to Moonage. So he's what do you call it? He's gone radio silent for a little bit, but when we met him in Anaheim 2022, he gave us this wonderful sticker. Oh, Buddy, look who's here. Buddy.
I'm so glad you're here, brother. How are you?
3.5 hours.
Oh, here we are.
3.5 hours. I sat there clicking a button. And I paused my day. I was helping someone move out. And I said, no, I have to wait here for a little bit. And after 2.5 hours, they looked at me and it's like, are you really, did you get what you want? No. What are you doing? Well, they said they stopped. Then what are you doing? Clicking the button. Well, shouldn't you be helping me? You know, you're right. 2.5 hours, that's a long time to take a break.
Yeah.
So got back to it, finished moving, felt accomplished, had to go upstairs for a big boy in a hot California sun. And then I sat there, sweat pouring down my face. I checked to look at the time. And what did I see? Notification pop up? Sold out. Now, when you, as the thing, communicate, hey, we stopped this. We'll let you know when we're back. You say, okay, I trust that. That didn't happen. The next communication we got was sold out. And then here comes the over communication after it was over. But during the time, radio silence. Just for me, it did not go well for me. But it's okay. It was $20 that I was just like, let's see what the sticker thing is. And now for me, it's like, all right, no stickers for me. It's all good. Like, it's all good. I'm not mad. I'm just 2.5 hours. You know what this is? And it can be turned around because this is how I felt about ElmonX when I went for that Mona Lisa. And I was like, you know what? Never again. You got me. Wasting time. I remember the Superman comic. I was like, never again. So look, you can pull me back, but it just this wasn't a great job for me. It wasn't a great experience.
Yeah.
But look, I hope it's success. I hope people do great with their stickers and they get this all worked out. I think it could be a thing. Again, I'm with you guys. I only knew Telegram from scams.
Yeah.
Join this group, and if you pay this money, you can get this. Oh, yeah.
Can I tell you something funny? So I remember this whole sticker thing. I learned this from All Things Crypto. Shout out to Dave, Nat, and the crew there, because they were on this like 4 or 5 months ago when I think like Pudgy and Azuki was over there, and it was a big thing. People were like really pushing a lot of value proposition, but I feel like it died down. I didn't know this was still a thing.
Well, here we are. It is sold out immediately. I don't know what that means. I don't. I think it was like 2000 or 1969, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it could be good, could be bad. I have no idea. I have no idea what this marketplace is going to look like. I don't even know how it will connect to the app. To be honest, it's cheap, so that works. So, man, like I said, I can't be too mad. I lost out on $20, but I do now have stars that I have no idea when I'm going to see again.
No, you know, honestly, I want to roll it back because in the end, like, you're not fudding. You, and I'm going to be very honest. You are like our definitive. I don't want to say moon boy, but our definitive like champion to Vivi. And so you're just giving them the feedback that they deserve right here. That a big fan did not have a good time and they should listen. That's what I'm saying.
Again,
that's what I'm saying.
happy for everybody because look, I have my Doodles cat. I don't know. Yeah. I am so complacent where my little cat, I love staring at that thing. It's like, yeah, my cat. I wish I was Dr. Evil so I could just be like, yes, Doodles cat. My Doodles cat. You can't have this kitty. So, I mean, I'm like I said, It's cool. Like I heard this somewhere, and I wish I could retweet it. And it was a person says, Vivi will go so far, and then right at the end, they'll find the stick to trip over. They'll find that stick. You know what I mean? Like it was just, but look, if you got a sticker, I am proud of you. And shout out to the community, because Dr. Stuff straight up was like, hey, bro, I'll send you a pack. And I was like, look, I'm not that salty. I love you, bro. I'm a little perturbed, but it was good. Like, and I think I saw Tucson say it earlier today, and he said, whenever you go do these early drops, you know not to leave. And he's true. It's true. It's true. We've been through a lot of these first wave kind of first time projects, and they're not going to go well right off, right? So you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he said he had to stop his workout for it.
You had a good
reason. He's right.
You had a good reason, bro. So.
Oh, dog, you have no idea. I was just like, see, this is what I get for being helpful. I should have stayed there. I should have said, screw your boxes. Right here. Yeah. Screw your boxes. That's what you did. Think what you had. They're like, what's wrong? Nothing. Because I can't sit there and be like, I didn't get my stickers. I realized complaining about stickers sounds crazy as hell. I didn't get my sticker.
Yeah, no offense, but especially if you're like a grown ass man, it's like, I want my stickers. I didn't get the stickers.
That's why I immediately was like, okay, look, I can't be that mad. I can't be that mad.
Did you go buy a Pokemon pack after just to get your jollies off?
I said, you know what? I'm just gonna rip some packs. That's funny as hell.
I feel it, bro. I feel it, man.
I have the same animation. It'll just go.
Oh, are you ripping? Are you actually ripping?
I'll rip. Yeah, I'll rip right now.
Let's do it. We're pulling you up. Rip.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna show Stickerverse how to rip packs open.
Yeah, you go right there. Show this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't melt. It rips.
Sure it's pretty hot in Cali.
It's hot out here, bro. It's hot. All right, here we go. Code card. Parrot. Trubbish. Pumpkin Boo. Pharaoh Seed. Emma. Garbodor.
Come on.
Deoxys. Ninetales. Ooh, I always love Ninetales. Always love Ninetales.
Shiny.
Kakuna. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
And Goodra. Yeah.
We got
a giant
Goodra.
booger. A giant booger. That's about right. That's about right.
That's our luck. There we go, guys. Sold out, baby.
But like I said, for me, yes, I did not enjoy the experience. But overall, these past 2 months, they knocked out the park. Yeah, I think Star Wars month was definitely 100% our best Star Wars month. The Lisbon, I think that was a success. I think the Doodles was a great success. I think the Roblox announcement gives people the space to dream, right? Like, all right, things can be coming for mine.
I love your wordplay.
Yeah. But yeah, I just, I think they're doing well, man. So overall, I think they're doing well. It's just for me a little snack food, and I wasn't going to come up, but you listed the stickers, and I was like, oh, I gotta come up here.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to talk about. Yeah. I'm glad that you brought I'm glad because I know someone from Vivi's watching in the back room. So, take these with some stride here. And I want to at least say one thing. You're right about Vivi really kind of like getting momentum because you know me. I don't go for drops. This fool went for drops. And that's if you can get me to spend money, Vivi, you're doing a good job here because I haven't gone for drops in quite some time. So I got my Doodles pencils. I got my Mio. I went for Emma Frost. I actually landed the common, unfortunately. So then I chased this in the market. But that's the point. Whether I'm chasing something in the market or I'm going for drops, it has been rare that I've gone for anything. And so beyond like right here, like this city sewer and all that was kind of like the last drops I went for. And then you can see this whole month of May, I've been going for stuff. So if you can make someone like me participate, you're doing a good job. So
yeah, I think the Doodles for me was just such a success. Like for me, I really enjoyed that whole process.
Yeah.
It was great.
The excitement.
Yeah.
Right?
And
like, I think
joining communities, right? I think that was really, really cool. Like I posted that I have a Doodles and I'm getting followed by Doodles people and they're telling me about Doodles and they're chill. I love the art. You know what I mean? I got my Mayo. I didn't think I would have one, but I got one. I got my blue. And
you didn't want the pink one, didn't you?
I did not want the pink one.
I was watching.
Goodness.
Yeah, just know we watch your streams either on replay or live.
Yeah, I'm just scared of the yellow eyes. I'm scared of that. That's great. I don't want it. I don't want it in my
yellow eyes.
If I had got that, I put that with the little freaky head thing that we got for free, and that'll be its own gallery.
Nope. I didn't even touch that. Nope.
You didn't touch it? You don't have one?
No, you know exactly what that thing was, and I stayed away from it.
That's the real curse.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have one?
I didn't want it. Yeah, I did not want it. Didn't participate. D, run the show real quick while I'm getting the giveaway because I have a giveaway donated from Get to the Comics.
Sweet. Yeah, I got my floating head. Just you know why? Because it's free 99.
Exactly. That's
what's free for me.
It's a curse. I'll take it for free. Isn't that crazy? We would just take a free curse just because it's free. It's like, you know what? The curse so bad. No, guys, it's a curse. Yeah, but it's free. You cannot delete this out of your stuff. Has anyone tried to delete it? I haven't tried.
No, I think you can sell it now.
Oh, you can? Okay, that's hilarious.
So. I think. I'm pretty sure. I think there was a way to get rid of it.
That's funny.
Or just buy more stuff so you don't see it when you pull up your account.
Stuff it down.
What's up, brother Akash?
Akash, what's up?
Oh my god, you got ripped my binder.
Almost
smart buy. What's up, bro?
I have this. I don't know where I got this, but I got the 20th birthday pumpkin spice latte thing from Starbucks.
Nice.
I'm going through this container that has like my stickers and what do you call it? Sticker. What do you call these? The tops pack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we have these sealed, unopened.
Dang.
We also got this one here, sealed, unopened. And I think we got those from Arcade, right? Either Arcade or Slider. Or maybe one from each.
But
I think
now,
this from
that's Arcade.
Yeah, Arcade.
Now being in the community that you are, you had to get this all graded now.
Then we got these as well. Unopened, yep.
Hey, grade the packs, dude.
We got those. And were we also still gonna do this thing, Hinano?
What's that?
This?
If you want to, it's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
So speaking of stickers, we have True Media stickers.
Let's go.
We're gonna be sending in the mail to somebody as well.
Nice.
Doing a giveaway. What?
So how many should we give in their envelope to make it worthwhile? 3? 5? 3?
And if you've ever seen me live and in person, I have those stickers on deck.
Nice. I gotta
some
send you
people already have some.
Yeah, I gotta send you more. So 3 will come to someone wherever you are in the world, even down under and New Zealand.
You will also see those stickers all sorts of random places in LAX, places where the cleaners can't reach. So that's awesome.
Oh, if you ever see one of those in California, take a picture and tag us.
Oh,
That'd
that's
be
dope.
so cool.
Let me know.
Where in the world could you be? But yeah, we got stickers going to somebody, so we'll include that in the
Almost ready.
giveaways. Yep. And I just want to quickly share. Another thing that I found real quick was, HRO, right? I was collecting HRO cards, and I have this little binder that I was keeping some of my cards in it. So I went through this a few like different changes in this little binder. So I was like, what should I put in this little thing? And so I decided to collect just the rare ones that I got.
Ooh.
So it's
Wow.
all like the black and white.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
Please
is
don't touch
dope.
anybody.
Dang.
Oh, he wants to show. He wants to show this.
Nice.
This is a
Code card.
Hi.
Hi.
You want to show it? There you go. There's a code card. There you go. But yeah. So I was keeping all the rares in this book, in this binder, because I thought that was like, this is like my little art binder of the HRO cards that I got. And I love DC, so this is where my collection is right now for that. Oh, nice one, yeah. And then, speaking of other stickers, you guys remember this? Remember that?
Oh yeah, old school.
Yeah, so we got this here.
You can throw those in there as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is one I got, so I'll throw that one in there. And then these are some of the ones I got from when our comic shop was open. The 5 for $1 at the counter. Stop, buddy. So here's this cool one, Deadpool. The Spidey and his amazing friends. Oh yeah, got Doom.
Doom.
And I think Ronnie, look, check this one out, Ronnie. Ah.
Oh gosh.
Batman.
I thought that was really cool. So I know he loves like Spider-Man, Spider-Boy. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stickers. A lot of
You're gonna throw some extra cool stuff in the sticker pack you're making? You're making a sticker pack?
Yeah, that
Nice.
sounds fun. Okay, sure.
Sticker
Alright.
blind box.
Sticker blind box.
Yeah, so this will be sticker blind box. Yep.
So guys, we're doing 2 giveaways. We have a giveaway from Osmond Collect 63, and I think if you're a Batman fan, you're gonna like it. But shout out to Get to the Comics as well as the Oz Show and Cover Watch for sponsoring today's giveaway. And today we are going to be giving away a
Ooh.
Batman poster.
Nice.
You can't get any more. And I just looked at the floor at this thing. Not financial advice, but the floor on this thing is way more than what I paid for this. So, or what he paid for this. So I paid for this. Not this one, but a specific one. Remember when they were doing the drop for these? There were different color variants. This thing I think was like $20. So
Nice.
yeah, there's this one, and then these got a sticker pack as well. So
yeah, and for the sticker pack, if you do win that, you need to be okay with providing your information. So if you're not comfortable in doing that, do not
pass it on.
Pass it on. Yeah.
And what I like about this poster is you can see the shards, right, and the bats on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Bats. I love me some bat.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So here we go, right there. And we'll run this at the very end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get what is that? You like bats? Is that
We would be an evil villain Batman has never won against before. What do you mean?
I love me some baddies.
Oh man.
I want to give some shout outs really quick. We've got Fro and Bro Productions as are back on set. So everyone please pray for Fro. Hopefully he doesn't hurt his back, but it looks like they got a new movie coming on. I think the last time they did something was a few months back, and it was a collaboration between ElmonX and Vivi. So I know they're the AR buddies here, and they like to make movies. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen with them next. And maybe you might know, bro. I know they like to use you as a collab once in a while.
I will never give away my brother's secrets, but they are cooking. Of course, these two brothers are amazing. And guys, I just want to let you know, they don't have to do this. This is all for fun for them. This is all for fun. They got families, successful stuff. Like, they don't need to do this. They're doing it for the love. So I love it, man.
Yeah. They're doing it for the love and also for like you know, the hobby of it all, right? So yeah. So shout out to these guys. And there's always a fun romp with these guys. And their stuff just keeps getting more and more professional. So I can't wait to see what happens next with these guys. So shout out to Fro and Bro Productions right here, affiliates of the True Media Group. And I can't wait to see what
did
they
you guys talk about TCG yet?
Yeah, we did, but we can rule it back. What you want to talk about?
Well, what did you guys talk about? I just want to.
We talked about the recent cards that I just picked up, the cards that I picked up on eBay. We looked at my deck trader value. We looked at OP16. We looked at the 30th of Pokemon, and we looked at the chasers that were the 30th of Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's why I want you. Those Pikachu chasers. Ooh,
yeah,
they
bro.
look good, man.
They look good.
They look good.
And like they look too good, right? Because you already know, like if you get that seal with his face on there in the 30th, you're done. That's it. That's the card. So, yeah. And like it's just a lot of things are demanding our money, man. Like even the OP16 that just launched too, right? So
yeah,
it sucks, bro. I don't have enough money.
Yeah. The Mewtwo rare. I don't know if you've seen the Mewtwo and the Mew rares yet. Those things are insane.
I had it pulled up here. Where is it? Yeah, right here. So, and then you can kind of.
Oh my bad.
Kind of see. Oh no, you're good. But you can see all the extra Pokemon in here as well, right? Like right here, you got Mew as well. And then you got the other ones down here. I love the Espeon right here. It looks cool. And then you got the other ones.
The X's.
Yeah, again, that Espeon. So, and then you got something, right?
Yeah, bro. That Mew and Mewtwo is incredible. Yeah, it's going to be a banger set.
Good luck getting it.
Advice, but buy everything you can of a 30th anniversary set.
Yeah,
no financial.
Well, the 25, all the 25 promos are going up in price, so people are picking up the old stuff, right? And so that's what I got right here, bro. I actually was able to score one on a cheap ass deal. So
nice.
I put myself up right here. So, yeah, 25th, right there. So,
oh yeah.
So super stoked.
Banger.
And I love it. I love collecting Pokemon, and I'm gonna love collecting baseball. I'm getting into that next. I'm looking at
that's right. All you need to know, Otani. These are pretty cool too. The first illustration,
so good, man.
Yeah,
I want all of that.
Yeah,
you won't open up the booster boxes though. I tried to get her to open it up today.
No, it'll be worth more later.
Later is the word. Really, I emphasize the word later. Right?
Later. I'm gonna pretend like we don't even have it.
Versus the packs are going off. Versus the cards are going off like crazy. Oh yeah, and we talked about what was the most sold cards yesterday.
You know, it's also funny. So all the machines inside stores, they're changing them, so they won't be selling ETBs and big booster packs anymore. They'll be only selling like smaller packs. So they're doing that because people are fighting too much, which is hilarious.
It's nuts, dude. Like I was watching the news, like they're catching guys like rigging the machines, right? Where like there's a certain thing, they shake the machines and they're able to grab all the ETBs and stuff out of it. And it's people like, how are they getting away with that, right? They're
breaking the credit cards inside, so you can't insert it. It's all sorts of crazy stuff that people are doing. Wild.
It's wild, just so they can get that card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just want the card. So, but it's kind of funny where we are, right? Like, it's always what's the next gold rush if you think about it. Like, people are just running to this, and I blame the RWA markets for this, right? I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like they were a part of the gold rush because like everyone and their mother is on Solana now when it comes to the gold rush. And I see your comment down there, IVVVV. FANABLE is just going through restructure right now, and so they're going to be very kind of like heads down until they're done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really sure what's going on, but I get it. And that's what I was saying. I actually found some deals in that market because it's so slow in there. People are going to probably drag their feet and list lower and lower and lower. And you just got to wait them out. And once you wait them out, because they really want to have that liquidity, that's when you can really find some deals. So, yeah, sooner or later, there's going to be some capitulation, I think. You just got to wait.
Yeah.
So, but I am down for the Pokemon craze, and I was showing on the trends. The Google Trends looks like Pokemon's going back up. We were in a range for like a good 3 months, but then last week we were dipping down in the charts, but it's gone right back up. So I suspect we're going to be in this range for quite some time because people are trying to find a flight to safety, and Pokemon is something people are really getting into.
More and more people are trying to invest in different ways, right? Like, I think where most people would first go to real estate, I don't think they go to real estate first anymore. They're looking at different options and collectibles and having stuff of value that hold weight over time. It's starting to become a thing, man.
It is, and there's a whale in FANABLE that I look at, and he's kind of like my win gauge, right? You know what I mean? I like to see what he does, and he's just been holding, so that's my win gauge for FANABLE. But what I do notice, because we interviewed him, is he's looking at collectibles as an alternative means, like a Veblen good, for parking his money. You know, and that's not financial advice. This is just me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking, but there are people like him doing similar things like that. Look at Mr. Wonderful, right? If you've seen him, he had a literal freaking Charizard on his neck, and he's got buyers out there now buying this kind of stuff. So, you know, I think Logan Paul started it, and now with this whole craze and people just trying to find alternatives because markets are crashing depending where you're looking at. There's a lot of big players now in this market.
And I think that Candy's one of those places that can definitely clean up in this market, especially with MLB. They knocked that out the park, man. And look, baseball cards is the original. They're the original.
They want to do cards, so it's going to be very interesting. And I want to talk to you about that. We're all over the place with this stream, but that's what's so good about this. Let's rewind to Candy really quick because I want to talk to you about how fast this website got sprouted up. Now I'm in communication, so I know what it's like to be in development for certain things where you're trying to develop a website, a product. I've been a part of an app development, which before AI took 4.5 years and then another 6 months to iron out all the bugs. To see this website go from dark to 60 miles an hour in like 2 months blows my mind. So either one or two things is going on here. This guy really knows how to put his first foot forward, or he's really utilizing AI to streamline his operation, because not only did we get this really good website, our collections back up and viewable, authentication, burning mechanisms, which is a rule of attrition. They're also getting ready to drop MLB like in the coming weeks, and their secondary market is supposed to open up next week. It's pretty fast. And now when I look at a businessman fast tracking this, he's chasing something. And the thing that I think he's chasing is just to be at the same level as others that are here now because they're here. I think that's what's happening, and I think he's done a very phenomenal job. What about you?
I think that's what what he's chasing too. I mean, his competition is, I think right now is Panini, right? With the baseball. But candy cards look great. And it's a simplified service. It looks mainstream. And the thing about it is Tad is going to make this scarce. and it's not going to, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to be like the candy of old, but that leaves opportunity for, us to start playing a different bracket, right? It's like on VV landing a secret rare Spider-Man or the AF-15 secret rare. You land one of those, you're in a bit different bracket now. You can start playing with different things.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that scarcity will cause. And he's focused on that, where we once had cooling markets. He's trying to heat it up. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what they come out with, how they're going to approach it. And I really like how they're approaching the DC license, in a sense that, like, we're not leaving this, but we needed to make sense. We needed to work for
beneficial.
Yes. It needs to work for us, it needs to work for you, and it needs to work for them. So I'm really excited. And look, anytime you have a CEO that's up in front, ready to take all questions and just chilling like that man Ted did. It was cold-blooded the way he was in that chair, the big chair. I was like, oh, he's chilling on y'all. He's not worried about y'all nothing.
Oh, man. He's like, what's the next one, right?
Yeah, so I'm really excited about Candy, and I think this will be a way for people like us to really get into baseball cards. I used to collect baseball cards as a kid, but I mean that went away, and this mix, in my opinion, with Otani, it brings it back for me. And then, like, you have things like the Luffy card, like. Right now, the Dodgers are doing another One Piece night, and those tickets to that game is like at $500 now, just to go to the game, just to have a chance at that card. And I already know, as being a person that's a local for the Dodgers, they are going to be a mess when it comes to handing out those cards. People are going to fight. They're going to fight.
People, it's going to be a baseball game.
Yeah. And then, look, the workers, they got connected. They know how to get paid. So now that they know how much money is there, it's going to be very interesting. But, like, that's the thing. Like, that's the hype. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's people that have no idea about baseball, no idea about One Piece, but they're paying to get these tickets just for the money proposition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
Very. As they're saying, and I love the motto with Candy Digital, up and to the right. So we'll see. Anything you want to add, D, since we're circling back on Candy?
Up and to the right.
Hey,
let's go.
All right, guys. Once again, if you're only tuning in now, we have 100+ eyeballs watching us. We are doing a community giveaway. Let me find where that went, because I've got so many screens open. Where did it go? No. Is that right? There we go. This is donated from the Oz Show, aka Get to the Comics, right here. So if you want a chance to win this poster of Batman, type in hashtag heed the call, and then a second place. D has added a sticker pack, a physical sticker pack, which you'll get True Media stickers, some Real Uncommon Podcast stickers, as well as some other stickers as well. And that will be mailed to you. International Lives Matter. So just type in hashtag heed the call in the chats down below. We're going to run that giveaway very shortly. There you go. Collectors Gone Digital. I see you there, Josh. Let's go. And yeah, guys, we will run that at the very end. But we're going to do some community shout outs, starting with Collectoria, guys.
Let's
Have you
go.
seen the latest trailer from Collectoria? Now, I'm not going to play it because I don't know if there's any. I'm not going to play the sound, but because I don't know if there's any copyright. But I love it. The wordplay. All ships. All what is it? A rising tide lifts all ships. Right. This is the app. What do you think, bro?
y'all better stop playing with Josh. Y'all better stop playing with Josh. Josh is on a different level. That's my bro. I was able to get a little sneak peek of what they were trying to do, and just it's good, man. It's good. I really think they're really trying to solve a problem.
They are, and
I think they have lots of solutions. So I'm very, very. I can't wait to get in this. I can't wait to get in this, because I mean, even from these commercials look real. Not that commercials aren't real, but like this is like an iPhone commercial. this
Bro,
like
that's exactly what I was when the phone went sideways. I'm like, oh, that's an iPhone commercial.
This is like a commercial you see on the Super Bowl or something. You know what I mean?
Like Apple made this commercial.
Yeah. So I mean, and the cool thing about it is they're collectors. They know what they want. Josh is a gamer. He knows what things that would get you clicking. You know what I mean? Because the name of the game, you develop an app, you want people to stay on the app.
Yeah.
And I think he's made him and Jan. Let me not short-change Jan. Yeah, Jan's in the building. That's my boy. And they're cooking. They're cooking. I think they're getting a lot of good feedback from people, and I can't wait to see what the final project is. I can't wait. It looks great.
And I want to give a shout out to everybody, all these creators that are making things, from Jan and Josh. You also got Dr. Fidgetals. You also got people like us, as well as other people with their YouTube channels or their X spaces, right? Everyone is trying to do something in this space, whether it's a media group, whether it's an X space DJ host and they got shows, or whether you're actually creating an app. There's a lot of people doing things here, and it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of money. So shout out to everyone here trying to make their mark in the Web3 space. And I also want to give a shout out to people that have been patient with me, like Josh. He's been very patient with me, because there's a lot of people doing a lot of things, and even creators. There's creators that's been waiting for me to go on their channels to talk about things like RWA. You know who I'm talking about. The people in the back of the room that's been patiently waiting. So I really want to thank people for being patient with me. I know some people haven't been patient with me, and I apologize for that. It's life. Chalk it up to how it is. But just know that like I'm just like you guys. Like I'm like my head is down, and I have one thing in this space that I'm doing, making sure the media group continues the consistent shows that we do every single week. I know you guys don't see me because I'm in the background. Same with Big Bro, same with Raven, and same with D. So that's what we're doing here, guys. We're all heads down like you guys, and I love the effort and hard work, and just support everyone, and let's see us all grow in this space. Bro, anything you want to add?
Nah, man. Going off what you said, man. Everybody just support your friends. Support your friends. Support people. Josh and Jan, they're my boys. But I'm also okay with supporting Dr. Fidgetal. 100%. I can't wait to see what he does. Like, you know what I mean? Like this all can work, and like that's exciting. Like it's like content creating. Like there's new people like Rob Cooks, he does Market Watch, and then you have Vivi Vibes coming back and doing Market Watch. It's like I got 2 Market Watch shows now. Hell yeah, you know what I mean? And it just, the bigger the space, the better the place. That's just how I just feel, man.
I love that.
Yeah.
Put that on a digital sticker, please.
Yeah, let's go.
Slap it.
No stickers. No stickers.
It'll be categorized on the true merch.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Just right now, like
Don't say the S word around Big Bro.
I'm not gonna lie. They were like, I don't have my packs in. I was like, ha, yeah, feel like me. Then they got their packs. I was like, never mind.
So we can watch it melt away on screen.
Join me.
Anyways, shout out to everyone cooking. Collectoria, you got also, and I've got some things right here. Collectoria. Let me scroll that a little bit further. Right here, if you guys haven't yet, go sign up to their email address, select your device that you're wanting to be a tester on, and you'll get notified on when you'll get access to the app. And then also, that's not it right there. Go shout out Jan, as well as Josh, and a little sneak peek. They're going to be on virtual radio this Tuesday, guys.
Let's go.
And the girls will be running that one because I know Big Bro is going to be doing his thing, but that's okay. Big Bro's going to be cheering with me in the audience. So let's go.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So go check that out. And then also shout out to everyone making content as well. You were saying you got Dr. Fitchell actually with Collect and Connect with their channel as well as their app. You've got Rob Cooks. You've got Dr. Strange, by the way, that is doing affiliate spaces now. I did catch one, and I gotta admit, shout out to Dr. Strange because I love the fact that I see him leading a space. He is a leader in this space, guys, and it's good to see him jump up from the co-host to the host spot. So shout out to him, as well as my favorite YouTubers, Bill and Zombie. I love those. Yeah, they are my favorite because they're like us. They cover everything.
Dude, Bill is the luckiest person in the world.
He is. I don't know how he does it. He's just blessed.
He's
just a blessed man.
Good karma coming back, man.
For that dude. That's all it is. Bro.
And don't forget Booth too. Booth.
Yeah. Shout out to Booth. Booth has been patient with me. You've been patient with me, Booth, because he's been wanting me to go on his channel. I just haven't had the time yet. So shout out to Booth.
I love watching Booth do random things. Like he was creating a music video the other night. I was just having so much fun just watching her create. It's just so fun watching other people create. It's so dope. And it was funny because I think he was working like on a political video or something like that. And he was like, "Oh, Big Bro, I'll put you on." I was like, No. I'm okay. I'm a silent partner.
Yeah. PSA, public service announcement. I do not give anyone permission to use my likeness. I'm going to say that again. I do not give anyone permission to use my likeness. And yes, it's a very serious, big thing.
Don't take my shit.
If you use someone's likeness without their permission, they can come after you legally. I know this because we have an attorney on True Media. Let's go. Anyway, we'll leave it at that.
Right quick. And I have no idea because I've never talked to you guys about it, but have you guys been listening to the bricks and minifigs thing?
No.
That's happening? Oh my God. All right. So it's like a whole drama series, but basically in a nutshell, there's this older guy who collects Star Wars Legos with his son, and he acquired the largest Star Wars Lego collection in history, right? And it was said about $200,000 that he collected, but he started getting old and he started having health problems. So his son was trying to help him maneuver the sets and stuff like that so that he could pay for medical bills and stuff like that. So he took the collection to this company called Bricks and Minifigs. I never heard of this company before, but apparently it's a huge company for Legos, but they have franchises. And so he took it to a franchise who was owned by this couple. And this couple was like, all right, we'll do a consignment deal. Consignment meaning like, these are still your Legos, but we're going to take them and we'll sell them. And as we sell them, we'll give you the money, but we're taking a percentage, right? So it was legal documents, all that stuff, right? So everything, I guess, was going okay. And then the couple decided to say, hey, we have an opportunity. We want to move to Brazil and we want to get out of the franchise thing. So corporate heard this. And again, I'm just paraphrasing. There's so many people doing like documentary films on this. It's hilarious. Like, it's going to be sold to Netflix. It's a crazy story. So they corporate comes in and basically like a hostile takeover takes over the store. And the couple's like, hey, we have these Legos on consignment. What's going to happen with this? He still hasn't been paid out on that. And you can see on the security cam, the guy's like, yeah, the new owners, they'll take over consignment. They'll take over everything. Just get out. Like, they kicked them out. Like, it looked like a hostile takeover. Like, crazy. So the guy who's selling the Legos for his dad is like, hey, he comes back to the store going, hey, you know, we had a deal. Where's my Legos? Where's the Lego? You have no Legos here. What? And basically they were like, legally, we took it over and we don't basically we don't recognize you have Legos here.
What?
And here's the crazy part. This is what he said. Now, again, this could be
But they got this on camera, right?
Oh yeah, they got it on camera. So he said the dude looked at him and said, "You can sue us, but just let you know that we are a giant company and we're gonna drain you, and it's not gonna even be worth it."
Wow.
And so dude was like, "Are you serious right now?" And yeah, serious. And so this goes on, I guess for like 6 months, and then he reached the guy who got his Legos taken. He reached out to this YouTuber called Reckless Ben. Now, Reckless Ben is like a YouTuber, and his specialty is he penetrates like different organizations and tries to see the inside of them, like Scientology, and just like he goes deep undercover and like tries to expose them and stuff like that. So he's doing the same thing to this bricks and minifigs thing, right? And don't get me wrong, like some of the tactics he uses is kind of crazy. Like he actually he told one of the workers at the store that they like won something, and he brought her to like the middle of the forest, and him and his team like made her feel like she was a queen and stuff like that. And then they just start giving out information on bricks and minifigs, like just telling the whole thing, like, oh yeah, we do have some of those in the store and stuff like that. And so it's a long story. I suggest probably just watch somebody do like a synopsis on it. I think Moist Critical does a good job of just like summarizing the whole thing, because Reckless Ben's YouTube videos are just like, there's a lot of hours on this, but there's like police corruption. This company is crazy, but overall, the company Bricks and Minifigs for $200,000 literally destroyed their reputation, because like there's people like me, like I collect stuff, I like Legos, and I never heard of Bricks and Minifigs, but I bet you I'll never go to that store just because like you steal from old people. That's crazy.
Wow. And let alone you have the cavalier to be like, yeah, we got more money and we're gonna screw you in legal fees. So yeah.
And like it gets deeper, like the cops are in on it and they're helping them out. Like it's a whole thing. It's nuts. Like I said, it's gonna be a Netflix thing. Like it goes deep. But like, yeah, I haven't. This
What's
is
the
something
outcome?
I've been like.
Did the guy ever get
It's still going. So right now, the latest that I heard, well, I think it was a couple of days ago, the two guys that took over, they're no longer a part of the company.
Agreed, Ronnie.
Because of like, it's more normal than what you think. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet.
Ronnie.
That look, money makes things go round.
People, hey, we know in this space, people move with money, right? And as much as we see surface talk, money talks more.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. This is the funny thing. This is shown that the public outcry can overpower the money, because the thing about it is all this stuff, that company Bricks and Minifigs will never be the same. Yeah. It will never be the same based off of what these YouTube videos have done to show like, oh, this company is crazy, that they're wild, they'll take your stuff, they're using police telling you like, oh, this guy's have heroin, like it's crazy stuff, and they're getting away with it. But Yeah, it's a whole thing, but I definitely check it out. Check it out. It's been like on my timeline for like a whole month, and I've just been going down this deep rabbit hole. It's hilarious.
Dang. I think the problem is I clicked one alien video, and that's all I see on my timeline is aliens. So yeah, I haven't seen that, but
that's another thing. That's another thing, Hanano. They're telling us it's real, and nobody's listening because everybody's worried about everything else, and they're sitting there like, "Oh yeah, it's real." All these old retired Navy guys and stuff like that, like, "Oh yeah,
yeah, we come out of the water. Yeah, they come right over me, right? Yeah."
Nobody cares now. Isn't that crazy?
Hey,
like,
hey, all I gotta say is this: go and talk with one of our fam. His name is Mission, and ask him the story of his house. Just ask him the story of his house. He'll trip you out. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, I didn't know Mission has cool alien stories.
I didn't say anything like that. I just said Mission has a cool story. You should go ask him what it is, especially about his house. And we'll leave it at that.
Oh, dude, I love that. Hell yeah.
So, I mean, I've got my own stories too, right? But then, whether they're aliens, demons, or transdimensional beings, we are being told that these things are all real. They're Steven Spielberg slapping it in our face.
Oh,
so,
I can't wait for that movie. I can't wait for that movie.
Read between the lines. We're getting aliens, whether we like it or not, whether they're illegal or they're from outer space. Something's happening.
And I can't help you here.
Do we really live in a reality here, man? I feel like we're in this crazy, stupid movie.
Oh man, we need the Space Force. Post that.
All I say is I tell D all the time, I'm so glad I live in Hawaii because at least in Hawaii, we can literally turn the TV off and the lights off, and really we can disconnect here. You know what I mean? So yeah. So it is what it is. But guys, I think we
a giant spaceship called SoFi Stadium. So
hey, for all you know, it's run by lizard people, right?
For real.
It's like the thing that's talked about now. But guys, let's get to this giveaway. We got a bunch of people in right now. Do you run the show while I get the giveaway tool ready?
Yeah, we had a great conversation too on aliens in J.E.'s space early this morning. Yeah, Cosmic.
Nice.
Yeah, it was out of this world, so to say.
Out of this world.
But yeah, there's a lot of things that can take you down the rabbit hole and into another dimension. And yeah, there's a lot of stories out there, unexplained, mysterious, all for our entertainment purposes. Stop. As we're doom scrolling on X or Instagram, and it's so crazy. Like what Hinano said, one thing that you liked about some alien thing, and now you're like flooded with it. It's like,
I didn't like it. I just watched one video, right? Because it looked cool, like aliens coming out of the ocean, right? I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me see that. But oh, bro, like I'm gonna tell the audience right now. This boy is a ladies' man. We were in the store yesterday, and he said hi to every girl. Except for like maybe the old grandma, and I feel sorry for the old grandma because he didn't say hi to her, or the dude, right? Or the dudes. Hi to every or you because he loves you, right? You're like his favorite YouTuber.
That's right, yeah. That's right.
But I'm telling you right now, every pretty girl that walked past is a loud hi, and if they don't acknowledge him, he gets louder. Am I right?
Oh yeah, he did that to one chick, and like she walked by, and the other lady had to be like, "Hey, he's telling you hi," and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, hi," and he's like, "Hi."
You ham.
We got scoldings.
Hey,
that's hilarious.
The chip off the old block, eh? Anyway,
let's go.
Guys, it is time.
Mo and Volt are back doing their show? Shut up. I'm down. Mo and Volt.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they are, dude. They are.
That's dope.
I was watching them the other day. They were on a drop stream together. It was actually pretty good to watch Mo and Volt. So,
oh, man, I miss Mo. Mo's a good guy. I like
Mo's a good guy. He's out. He's not in any NFT projects anymore. He's out. He's even done with the horse racing thing.
Really?
Nothing, dude. He's out. He's like, yeah, you know what? I've been in this game for years. And I'm not trying to quote you, Mo. I just remember what you said in the stream. And, nothing happened. So I'm done. So.
Hey, Mo has a great brain, man. I trust Mo's brain.
Me too. Me too. But just to have him, because he has good insights just on, like, like just street knowledge and stuff like that. It's really good. But I'm gonna run this giveaway real quick. Shout out to whoever's gonna get the McFarlane poster from Get to the Comics, and I gotta let Oz
1 out
know.
of 4 chance.
Here we go, Adro.
Adro,
send me your wallet, and I'll get that over to Oz. Thank you so much for supporting, brother. And yeah, I'm
go,
still
buddy.
stoked you won. But guys, we do have one more. There's a sticker pack. That's right. D is going to
1 out of 3
stickers, True Media stickers, Real Uncommon Podcast stickers, and some stickers from Hawaii. So let's see who is going to win. You're going to have to give us your mailing address, your physical mailing address, in order to get these physical sticker packs. And shout out to D for giving this one away.
Boom, Bill.
Let's go. This is the absolute Batman guy. He got signed by Snyder himself. Shout out to you, Bill.
Nice.
Bill, reach out to us in the DMs and we'll facilitate your sticker pack. And shout out for hanging out with us today on stream, guys.
Yes,
And-
at @the1and_only_ on X and Discord. And
Yeah.
That's it, guys. That's the show. We've been on for almost 3 hours. I can't believe that.
Woo.
Let's do a big recap. We covered Candy Digital, which was the main focus. We wanted to focus on the active fans' feedbacks. They really want you to give feedback. Today is the last day in terms of how the metadata will be minted on our treasures over there. So please go look at that. We also covered TCG. We looked at the Pokemon market. We saw the 30th edition Chasers, what's coming on, OP16. We talked about a little bit about that Lego drama, as well as we looked at some community shout outs and the Stickerverse. And that's the last thing I didn't ask you is, bro, since Vivi now is doing the TON TCG thing or TG thing, it looks like DigiToys is doing the same thing, because I don't know who else is offering distribution on stickers. What do you think is going to happen with that? And do you think it's going to be a different experience?
I'm guessing it's a different experience because it doesn't seem like Cryptoys is going off their platform to do that, you know. So I think inherently it'll be different because it'll be on the same ecosystem.
Well, you think they're staying on there?
Huh?
You think they're actually staying on the ecosystem?
I would believe so. I'm not. I think their stickers might be different than what the Telegram stickers are. I just don't.
Well, in the background was On-Chain Mountain.
That's true.
True.
And I'm just making assumptions because I don't know anyone else here doing stickers but Telegram. So
yeah, I mean it could be a little bit different. I'm not sure. I think that I think Vivi has shown that they kind of would go like off chain with like, you know, different things. I'm not sure if Digitoys would be there to do that yet. I think there are some things they could implement in-house, and I think that would make it a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I really hope that's how it is, because like for me, that was my biggest thing is like as I remember the TON TG thing. I've done it before with the Azukis and Pudgies, and to be very quite honest, all the stickers I have there is still on my Telegram app. I don't even want to like get into my account because I don't like Telegram. So like for me, like when I saw that, I'm like, okay. I mean, I know what you're doing. It's cool, right? Because you get that physical pack ripping thing, or the digital pack ripping thing, which is the whole experience, right?
Yeah.
You want that pack ripping thing with the right dynamics added to the pack ripping thing, or the claw machine, or gotchas, or whatever you want to call them, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think the Stickerverse still could be great. I mean, just make the right stickers, right? You make some Marvel stickers, some Star Wars stickers, Golden Moment stickers, like, you know. Be right back. You know what I mean? I'll be right back. Press this button, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, it just, this one, like for me, I mean, obviously as a VV fan, you want the original, just be like, you know, I was there from the beginning, blah, blah, blah. And it was like one of those things. But, you know, like I said, I missed out. It'll be okay. It's not the end of the world. I'll wait for the next one. You know what I mean? We still got to see how these things operate in the market. I think there needs to be a lot more literature for people, even though they do a good job. There's facts, there are FAQs everywhere and stuff like that. It's just, you're dealing with a whole different thing, and now you're telling people you take it off chain to mint it, and then you bring it back on chain so it could be your wallet, and that's going to confuse the hell out of people. But not to say that people can learn. You know what I mean? So
you know what they should have done? Here's what they should have done. This is just me. This is the armchair CEO. What they should have done was collaborated with BE to do a visual representation of the process with BE, since he was the one that was only live. And all you could have done was just have BE be the eyes for them, because he's like the drop streamer for them, and then have someone from the team go and do the motions and be available for somebody as support, right? I mean, that would have been the best way to do it. And I watched BE. He tried his best to like help people out. So shout out to him, by the way. He went on a long time for that one, and
that was the first thing I said.
He was having some issues.
Yeah, that was the first thing I said when I saw him on. I was like, "Oh, thank you for streaming," because I didn't know if anybody was going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, we need somebody to stream this so we know what's going on.
Well, also, Umili was also doing his spaces as well, right? And then they also had like the link up, and so they were going to the motion. So like, but between those two, right? Between whether you're with Umili and there's a process involved for that, or you're with BE and there's a visual representation, right? Comms really help. And if you guys have partners out here that you guys collaborate with, really work with your partners to push this information out with them, and maybe give them some information packs so they can stream better for you guys, right? So.
And again, guys, like I said, it's the beginning, it's the first drop. They're working things out. Maybe something happened where they weren't able, like once they kind of fix something, it was on the loose, and there's psychos like me just pressing buttons, and they were like, ha, 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 ha. You know what I mean? Like that's all I can
somebody got like what, 12 packs? Like, dang.
I think Tucson got like 10. Yeah. So I mean, you know, like, and it was trickling in and stuff like that. You know, so look, it is what it is. But I think you're all right. I think having somebody there to explain it, especially for a thing that's like a Genesis drop, right? Like, I think that should be a thing. But then again, it's hard for people to be there for a Genesis drop, because then you're the one everybody's looking at, and then from then anything you say is lost. So you like, you know what I mean? So that's a lot of pressure too. So,
well, you know, brand new vertical, right? So damned if you do, damned if you don't, but you're gonna get either good or bad feedback anyway. Take it, facilitate it, and do a better job with the ball next time. That's it.
And I think there's more involvement than we think, because Jacob Elmon was saying in his Discord that he was kind of like heavily involved too. So like there's a lot more going on than we know. So I mean, look, you put out a Mona Lisa sticker and stuff like that, you know, we're talking about, you know, okay, maybe. But then again, I don't know the sticker ecosystem. I don't know this Telegram. But I didn't know people usually use Telegram to communicate other than scams.
But, you got those too, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I only know about this ecosystem and stickers because of Dave, because of all things crypto. That's the only reason I know. But that, like, Dave was on it from day one when it first started, right? Yeah. So that's why they're called All Things Crypto. So shout out to All Things Crypto. But you know, at the end of the day, it's another vertical. It's another way to get eyeballs on them. They've been really good at their distribution and getting other people on, whether they're getting partners to like trickle people in, or Rising Star Larry, man, that guy is really just kind of like bringing it home. So, but they're good at least getting the word out on the distribution. So just continue that. It's just yesterday was a hiccup. It was a brand new vertical. Sometimes it happens. I just hope they really get communication down, because they've never been really good at the communication when it came to certain things, and it's showing. So
they're good at communication, but not when it matters. Like we need you when it's rough.
Well, you said it yourself on your open monologue when you came in. I don't think I need to say any more than that.
Amen.
So, and I'm not trying to troll or nothing. I'm just being the honest guy here. I never bought the drop. I know the ecosystem. I've been in it before. I'm not going to participate because I've been there, done that. But at the same time, you know, if this is something you guys like, that's good. And again, this is them reaching out, trying to get their distribution out to different ecosystem. Telegram, 1 billion users. That seems like a lot of users that'd be great for the distribution, if I think so.
Yeah, and I think they did a great job with Doodles because I mean, there's people in the Doodle community coming over here now and like, oh, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you guys got some art pieces too. Okay, it's not just like digital collectible, like as in like action figures and stuff like that. So, and again, I have to applaud Vivi on a sense that I do think they're getting more people. These drops seem a lot more healthy. There's a lot more healthy exchange. The markets are looking a lot better. I mean, when was the last time we've seen drops that go above retail in a long time?
Sellouts.
You know what I mean?
They're getting sellouts. That's the main thing, is the sellouts, right? And what really got my eye really kind of like, what really made me go sit back and be like, right on, damn, was Mickey's and Friends. They sold out Mickey's and Friends. That was it for me. When I saw that, that was it for me, because that had the most amount of units and they sold that out. That speaks volumes to me. I don't care what anyone else has to say about Vivi and how they're selling their stuff. That Mickey's and Friends was enough for me to see that there are eyeballs on them. They've got money flowing in. Maybe not necessarily on the secondary. Secondary is not really the greatest, but like money's flowing in, people are buying, and they got new eyeballs on them, because that Mickey's and Friends blew my mind. Blew my mind, bro.
Yeah. No, that was, like I said, random Disney banger, and it was a banger in the middle of Star Wars week, in the middle of getting a Millennium Falcon. You have to worry about Mickey, like, I want your money too.
And secondary sales are still good on those things, right? Yeah.
The only things there in May that didn't do that great were the last two bots, right? IG-11 and then BB-8. Not too great. Still okay, but just not too great. I think the thing that surprised me the most was Yoda. I did not know he had that strong of a pool. The Force is strong in Yoda. And only now is the value going down a little bit, but like it was holding strong most of the month. So yeah.
And to be fair, I didn't go for any of the droids. I am not a Star Wars guy, but I did go for the spaceships. I went for the speeder and I went for the Falcon. I went for the comic books, and only mainly because I was helping you with your show, right? And so that's what I was telling everyone yesterday. I'm like, I can't watch a drop stream because it'll make me go for the drop, right? And so like today, again, I went for the drop because I really wanted Emma Frost, right? And like, I don't go for the drops. Everyone knows at True Media, I'm a market buyer, right? Just because I already know, but they got me on that ultra rare because it's comic accurate, right? And it's a first appearance, and I needed that one, specifically that one, right? And shout out to the freaking what is that, the paper hands, because I didn't think I was gonna get it for box price. So.
Yeah, and that's the genius of the Phoenix 5 drop that I discovered after seeing, I forgot, I think it was Cyclops. And I was like, oh, this is the genius. You guys are sneakily giving us our 80s X-Men.
Yeah.
Like it's, and you're
getting ultra rares.
Yeah. Ultra rares. Yeah.
Right. Because it's making you pull the lever.
Because I'm not going to lie, I think secretly Magic will be a nice character for people to get. People love Magic. And I think you make a comic accurate version of Magic, especially now that I've seen how you guys did Emma Frost.
Yeah.
I think you can do a really good Magic, and you knocked out of the park. I mean,
and the price.
That's a great,
the price was reasonable, right? $30,
25.
Like, down for it, right? Yeah. So
yeah, man. Even Colossus is going to be great too. You know, hopefully he has that red and yellow suit.
How about Neymar?
Dude, I can't wait for Neymar. I'm like, what is the point of this person? What is the fish man going to do when he's on fire? He can't do anything. What is happening?
Fish and chips, baby. Fish and chips. But
I can make fish sticks.
But my whole point was like, I didn't go for those droids because they had these little things, right? Like, I bet some people didn't go for Star Wars because they had the Mickeys and stuff. And so peppering the Mickey as well as like the Froday with Electra, and then also having Emma Frost at the end was perfect because not everyone's a Star Wars fan, right? Like, I didn't care for IG-11. Great animation, great, cool, but I looks like a salt and pepper shaker to me with legs and arms, so I didn't want it, right? And then the beach ball. Like, honestly, I really wanted that, but I knew I could get it later for cheap because it had so much addition. So I'm just waiting for capitulation because I hear all this talk about all this fire coming. That means you guys are just going to drop this stuff lower. It's just certain things I want now, like the Emma Frost I needed now, so I wouldn't chase it, right? But things like that, like if they had like an Enterprise that was like, that would probably capitulate 2 weeks later, I would be impatient to wait because I want it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you want, is people like me that's impatient to wait, that will pay for it now because that's what they wanted. 80s Emma Frost, I wanted it. I paid for it in the market for whatever the market dictated the price was because I wanted it. I should have waited, bro. I should have talked to you and asked you. In fact, I told you this morning, I did the dumbest thing by not talking to the biggest bro about strategy because he probably would have told me, just wait.
Just wait. Just wait. Yeah.
So, but you see what I mean? Because I wanted it. I didn't even consult you. I went for it. I went to bed. I put auto pay. I was like, D, I'm going for Emma Frost. Because like, if anything, I got a Genesis Mint and it'll always be mine. I'm not going to get rid of that common, right? So
yeah.
But I knew that common would get disrespected.
Yeah, I'm excited for the soul leveling, the background, the little temple thing. Like, that's gonna be really cool for me. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that I'm excited for right now. I know they're not gonna drop Star Trek, so you're not gonna see me jump for joy. So we'll just have to see what's next.
Donatello, baby.
Yeah, okay, there you go. I would go for Donatello for sure. I'll go for that one in the market, definitely. So,
right quick. How do you feel about them burning all the Street Fighters in a month?
I think I should pick up a Bison soon.
Dude,
I'm looking at Bison. Bison is my favorite anyway out of all of them anyways. I just like Bison.
And it's still less than 100 right now. That's insane.
I'm not a fan of Ice Guile. Ice Guile looks kind of like...
No.
You know?
See, it's just Street Fighter. It's the Street Fighter 5 version. If it was a Street Fighter 2 version, it'd be over. It'll be so over. But you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. But I do like the Bison. I do like that the Bison's low. It's just like Emma Frost today. There's not a lot of people that minted today, right? So
yeah.
And that's why I wanted to really make sure I secured a UR just in case.
Yeah. No, dude, that set having all the 80s one is going to be hard to do, especially because Jean Grey is the special edition, which sucks.
That's irritating.
So bad. Yeah, I think that's why they changed it, because
I'm so irritated with that. You know what I mean?
Because that's the Jean Grey that looks good. That one looks so good, man.
We've already had a statement already. I don't want to make any more. So
yeah,
we'll leave it at that. But guys, this has been the show. We're at it for almost 3 hours. Bro, it was good to see you today, man, and hanging out with us. What you got left for your plans? Because I think you're gonna be on the road soon, eh?
I'm flying on an airplane to Nebraska tomorrow.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, corn country.
Corn country. That's right.
Let's go Huskers.
Get your red soda ready and your
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Slim Jim. Big Red.
Yeah. Hey, so I got a buddy out there. You want me to call him? He'll come pick you up in his redneck truck.
No, it's okay. I'm scared of getting like trucks right now.
Your cousin is up there too, you know.
Which one? Give me the letter.
Oh, so he's my classmate, but he's your cousin. His dad played music in our wedding. With that
got you. Wow, he's up there.
So he's up there.
Okay. Well, see, look, we got some family up there. He might have some laulas.
Let's go.
Like to, they'll send that stuff up there for free. But bro, it's all good to see you. I think Dee's gonna try to collaborate with Raven to try to get the drop show to keep going. Yeah. I think she's gonna get up the first one. So
shout out to the ladies on Tuesdays. Let's go.
Shout out to ladies on Tuesdays. And the reason why is I see the momentum with your show. Like I said, I watch your show every single time, and it's hilarious. Like, you're so funny, and I think we need to keep that going. So
yeah, man.
Raven, if you're watching, Dee's gonna send you a DM soon about the so
shout out to Raven.
Shout out to Raven. And then D, final words before we get out of here.
I do want to give a quick shout out to Omili Millie. His birthday is tomorrow.
Is it Millie's birthday?
According to my sources, If I'm wrong, sorry, I'm early or I'm late. But happy birthday, Millie Millie, tomorrow. I
Right
think he has
on.
his face on right now. So yeah, go
There we
give him
go.
some love, wish him some
Guys.
birthday love.
There you go. The hardest working Spaces host on X. Hands down right here. Give
Wait,
him
does that say
birthday love.
temporarily not logged into X is hosting? That's hilarious.
Where?
Yes, it does. Yes,
Nick's
yes, it
emoji.
Oh, is that emoji?
Temporarily not logged into X.
What does that mean, though? You're on X. You're live streaming to X.
That is hilarious.
Anyways, shout out to Millie, guys, and go give him his birthday wishes right there.
Let's go.
Let's go. And that's it, guys. That's it for me. This has been the True Media Show. I will probably be back a little bit later on the week to cover things, all things and everything candy. That's what I'm going to be doing on this show specifically, as well as everything else going on in the space. Shout out to Candy Digital and the entire team. And I'm looking forward to see what it looks like after the mint date when our cows get our souls. Shout out to the back cows, guys. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Until the next time, wrong button. I'll catch you guys later. Aloha.
Bye, everybody. See you later.